minister is a tricky question.
No, you don't have to worry about the chief minister right now. Right now, we are just looking at the numbers of who all are winning or which are the districts which we are performing well. And after a 10-year gap, the UDF and the Congress in the country, in the state is coming back, which is a positive stand for the
election commission is fair,
process.
the EVMs are fine.
Like
do you think election commission is fair and EVMs are performing well?
No, that's a different question in a totally different perspective. In places where the organization has closely monitored and fought with the election commission, where we made strict measures that the SIR process happened in a transparent way. We made sure that our structure is a robust organization in Kerala, and that is one of the reasons that we could manage the process in a fair and transparent way.
So, as you said, Haibi, the Chief Minister, Mr. Vijayan, is currently trailing from Dharmadam. I don't know if he will lose, but I don't think he's ever lost from that seat. So you're saying that if the Chief Minister is trailing, that's the anger of the people reflecting in the ballot?
One of the biggest advantages Congress had, even though we had limited resources in the state of Kerala, where BJP and CPM spent a lot of money, the biggest highlight was the Chief Minister's face throughout the hoardings and in the campaigns, where he was projected, only his face was a part of the campaign, which actually helped us in most of our campaigns.
Stay with us. I believe that. Stay with us, AB. We also have Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, joining us on the broadcast. And Shehzad, Kerala EVM seem to be working all right. Election Commission seems to be absolutely fair, even though the Congress leader there is smiling but not admitting to it. What do you make of this cloak and dagger game that goes on with the Election Commission?
Just on a small lighter note and an anecdote, Haibi Eden was the NSUI president when I was the NSUI president in Pune. So I worked under his leadership. But having said that, Navika, look, this is going to be a unique situation where Tamil Nadu, they will blame EVM, Kerala, they will hail EVM, Bengal, they will break EVM, Assam, they will break Election Commission. So you will have 4 different mood swings with regards to the Election Commission after 12-12:30. I think that is a sad commentary, sad state of affairs of the opposition, that they have conditional commitment towards constitution. But having said that, Navika, let me draw your attention, Zaka's attention to a larger point. Look, we are now about having, we have crossed halfway mark in Bengal, by the way, and we are having a lead of about 35-40 seats. In Assam, we are completely sweeping. So we are the only party which has one pro-incumbency vote, and we are also capitalizing on the anti-incumbency. The rest are winning anti-incumbency. For instance, in Kerala, Congress is winning at the back of an anti-incumbency vote. In Tamil Nadu, DMK is losing at the anti-incumbency vote. But the BJP is the only party in Puducherry and in Assam. We are holding on to our governments. That means we have a pro-incumbency. And in Bengal, obviously, Mamata Banerjee has run the worst.
Well, Shehzad, don't take it all. In Tamil Nadu, you could have got the anti-incumbency vote. You didn't. Somebody else came and did, the hero. So don't take all the pat on your back for getting the anti-incumbency vote. Reality check. See. Navika, look, the idea was that we wanted a DMK Mukt Tamil Nadu, and that is happening. DMK is no longer going to be ruling Tamil Nadu, and I think on that platform, Vijay and us, we are on a common platform. Then, Mr. AB, please inform him that Kerala remains the BJP Mukt.
BJP always wanted a Congress Mukt Bharat, and they are working towards in many states with the local regional parties to work for that. Let them do that. But I have differences of opinion regarding Bengal, where the central forces played a very critical role. They were actually capturing the booths like the traditional political organizations do in many parts of the country. They were actually playing the part of the political organization where they helped the BJP to kind of tamper the election. So that is something which we have to discuss later.
We're just getting a piece of breaking news. I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but I don't think this has ever happened. M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, is trailing from his seat of Kolkata. This is just the first round, another 15 plus rounds to go, but he is trailing In the postal ballot round, like I said, the Chief Minister in Kerala is trailing, the Chief Minister in Tamil Nadu is trailing, even Mamata Banerjee was trailing the last time we checked. What does that say? People clearly seem to be in a mood for change, whether it's in Bengal, certainly in Tamil Nadu. Vijay is sitting now at 90 seats and the DMK is down to 52 seats. So, Mr. Eden, even you have been a beneficiary of anti-incumbency.
Absolutely. People, you cannot underestimate the people or the democratical process in any point of time. People always, you cannot predict, even though whatever exit polls have come in. At the end of the day, the final mandate is the people of the state and the country where they decide, and sometimes you have to accept the fact that what was in place, like in Tamil Nadu, if there was an anti-incumbency, the biggest beneficiary of the anti-incumbency is TVK. So there are many factors added on to elections where regional parties play a role. We have to look into that after the final results. But I'm pretty sure that the people have always voted at times for a change, at times against corruption, at times for a vision document. So we have to wait for the final results.
Well, so let me ask you, there was an attempt by the Congress party to ally with TVK, went on for a long time till the senior leadership of the party, I understand, came down and said no, traditional allies DMK. Do you think the Congress would be regretting that decision today?
See, in politics, you cannot regret on decisions. DMK is one of our strongest allies inside the parliament. We have almost 40 MPs, both from the alliance in the state of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. But there were discussions initially. Many of our Congress leaders were in touch with the TVK. There have been discussions, but of course, no concrete plan had come out from the discussion. So we stayed with our ally, which is our longest, biggest ally in the state, and that is the whole reason that we had to stay in the partnership. But we would definitely retrospect. We will deeply go into what happened, and we will definitely do an analysis of what the outcomes are based on the election results.
Stay with us, Rashid Kidwai. Rashid Kidwai, do you think a fundamental error was made? TVK was the party Congress should have allied with?
Absolutely. I think there was no clinical appraisal. The state unit of the party, many stalwarts who were there in the ground in Tamil Nadu, they favored alliance with TVK. Rahul Gandhi himself, I'm told repeatedly that he had an inclination towards Vijay. Still, he went by that.
I'm told the seniors.
Seniors. But then, Navika, this is what leadership is all about. See, Indira Gandhi also had advisors, they all kind of, but the leader must take that opportunity, and I think in this case, Rahul has missed the boat. He will try to make amends by aligning with post-election alliance with TVK.
No, but right now, these numbers suggest that ADMK and TVK will have to come together to form a government.
Congress brings nothing to the table.
I don't think the Congress will be part of that.
I think that will be a litmus test for Vijay, because that will have BJP also in it.
There's a quick update coming from Tamil Nadu. 31 of 34 ministers are trailing. 31 of 34. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, it appears that 10 o'clock, please don't say that these are early trends. 2 hours of counting are over.
As for the early data, as for the Election Commission's report, that the first round has completed across Tamil Nadu so far, and not even the second round has started out of 26 rounds. So it is a too early trend. I will be commenting only after 11:30 to 12 o'clock. If there is any clear picture, if the TVK is leading, then we will make sure.
What will you do till 11 o'clock?
Harish, thank you for mentioning that. Even in the first round of polling, there's far more many votes that have been counted than any exit poll.
You can have Dostai and Podi till the time numbers harden up. But KC Venugopal supporters at KPCC, with his posters coming up, Zada, almost on cue.
I spoke to a senior Congress leader, so he said if it is 70 plus, KC will become chief minister. If it's 80 plus, Satish will become the chief minister. It's now 87. It's close to 89 now.
There are tweets.
I think the biggest
There are
majority.
tweets coming in from West Bengal. Mishti Doi is being distributed at Shuvendu Adhikari's location. I believe Shivam is there with that Mishti Doi being distributed over there. Shivam, over to you. Take us through what's happening over there outside Shuvendu Adhikari's residence, if you can hear us. Shivam.
Yes, Madhav. In fact, Shuvendu Adhikari came out of his earlier residence and he went somewhere. And his plan for today is as uncertain as right now the verdict which is hung. We didn't know where he's heading to. So far, he has come to the Nizam Palace, which is the MLA hostel. And here, I would urge my camera person to zoom in. Mishti Doi is being distributed. There was certain news coming in the early hours that he's leading and Mamta Banerjee is trailing. Now it has changed also. But so far, right now, he and BJP will also be hoping that they get to taste by the evening the same taste of a mishti, and the jhal of the jhal mudi goes to the Trinamool Congress, and it was distributed, all among the reporters as well as the people who were here as well, because again, it helps us in protecting from the heat, and the sweet, the glucose helps us to keep standing, because again it's scorching heat. The temperature is rising, not just political, but the overall temperature is also rising. He also spoke to the media, and in Bengali he also translated that he is, he's sure that he will be willing by over 30,000 votes in Nandigram and in Bhawanipur also. People are going to vote for a change, and not just in Bhawanipur, in the entire state of West Bengal. So Mishti Doi, they are hoping to get the Mishti, they are hoping to get the sweet savory taste.
Well, big telltale sign coming in. If we can put those visuals out, pack up of arrangements of celebration being done at DMK headquarters. That is what we are getting from the ground. Can we just put this out, and can we get Somit, who's on the ground? Harish, you're waiting, but DMK is not. DMK is packing up all the arrangements and the tents that had been put up.
This is in Arivalayam, which is, these are the shots.
Those visuals coming in there. Somit joining us in just a bit, but Harish.
We always have a great faith with the Tamil Nadu people, and we want to make sure they repose their faith.
Then why are you packing up there?
No. Obviously, they will be swearing in ceremony. They can take all the materials back to the swearing ceremony location.
So
we don't have to put our
You don't have so many tents that it has to go from here only. Shekhar Iyer?
Well, I think the big picture has started emerging now.
Yeah.
And the worst fears of Stalin have come true. Because even a day ago, we were hearing how Stalin was making very frantic inquiries, not only about his Kolathur, but also about 8 or 9 strong DMK ministers. And the feedback was the mood was completely against them. But today it is more than 30 ministers are supposed to be in soup.
How did they not get this? How did the DMK, which is the most organized party in the state, not have a clue about this tsunami? This is a tsunami.
Zaka, my friend Harish is waiting for Rahu Kalam to start.
Rahu Kalam to start.
See, the Tamil Nadu result indicates cheerful, delightful for NDA.
Why is that?
India, the TVK is offshoot of NDA.
Half-truth of NDA.
Offshoot of India.
You see, if AIA-DMK had been winning, then DMK would have said the EVMs are a problem. Now they can't use that excuse. So it's a bit of a, bittersweet.
Well, I really wonder, and this is something we must dwell on at some length. In Kerala, EVMs are fine, Election Commission is fair.
140 out of 140, we will still not get clean checks EVM. Because there's a fundamental problem with the Election Commission process.
Then it's a non-starter. Shehzad Poonawala, Ashwini Kumar Mishra here says, even if they get 140 on 140 in Kerala, they will still not call Election Commission fair. How do you respond to that?
No, I completely understand that sentiment, and therefore the Congress leader today is not in Delhi when the counting is happening. He is in a country which is far away from India. So clearly he has no vishwas in any of the institutions or in the Loktantrik process or in Janta itself. So forget that. But Navika, I want to make two very different points, but relevant and important points. Firstly, this sweep that we are having in Bengal, please do see if Mamta Banerjee is still leading in Bhawanipur or she is trailing. And it won't be a surprise that she will lose her seat also. And make one thing also clear. It's going to be Left Mukt Bharat, TMC Mukt Bharat, and it is going to be Indie Alliance Mukt India also. Because the way this manner is going, the elections are going, it seems very clearly DMK Mukt Bharat, TMC Mukt Bharat, and Vijayanji Left Mukt Bharat. Ye तीनों हो रहा है.
Well, Election Commission trends, if they are anything to go by, because they are slightly slower than what we get, but they are confirmed. TVK leading in 38, AIA-DMK in 36, DMK in 19, just half of TVK.
Very comprehensive numbers
I can see the alliance happening here.
I think now the numbers are quite clear, and what's happening here needs to be understood in the proper perspective of where TVK is doing well. This is the Chennai metropolitan cluster we're talking about. 49.75% of vote share is going to TVK. So what is happening here is just look at this entire purple patch, or pink patch rather. This is where the TVK is winning. DMK only getting 27.
Decimated in Chennai is the headlines.
Okay,
and it has never happened.
This is number one. Let's also look at the coastal cluster. In the coastal cluster as well, TVK is doing better. 35% of the vote share over here going to the TVK. DMK only getting 31.74% of it. AIDMK doing even worse at 26.07. Remember that AIDMK and DMK were fairly close between 47 to 39 earlier. So TVK is hurting both the alliances, not any one alliance. Of course, it's for the ruling party, which will be the worst hit. If you look at other clusters, like the SC cluster, for instance, here also TVK is doing very well. 32.42% TVK, 31.89 ADMK,
so it's
DMK
a
just getting 30.
comprehensive spread, Madhav, what you're telling us. Let me go across to Somit. Already it's unfolding in front of our eyes. Somit joining us from ground zero. We understand people are getting emotional at the DMK headquarters. Somit, over to you. Take us through what's happening in Chennai, where you are.
Well, Navika, we can clearly see here the pictures unfolding from this place, this very spot. We can clearly see here this Karyakarta is also, crying. Actually, क्या बोलना चाहेंगे आप?
Is fully win DMK party 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock after 1 o'clock before in a very big victory in DMK party.
But why are you crying?
I am crying in no problem because slowly
little bit
number is DMK party's numbers is anything not more, but
we can also see the shots here. Already tents have been removed, all the chairs have been removed. We can clearly see the auto park there, and all the chairs, they were around 100 to 150 200 chairs here. All the chairs have been removed. Already we are seeing the numbers coming down for the DMK. Initially it was holding around 55, and now it is now in the third place. So we can clearly see here this already auto leaving with the chair. So a tent and also the chairs.
This in itself is staggering. Stalin, the chief minister, is trailing in his seat Kolattur. Udayanidhi Stalin, the deputy chief minister, is trailing from Chepauk, and Vijay, who's now likely, if he's got 90 seats plus, he could become the next chief minister. He's leading in both his seats.
This is a rural cluster. You got more than 170 seats in rural cluster. AIADMK is leading with 33.56, DMK 31.17, TVK at 29.26. Now let's wait, because most of the parts of Tamil Nadu, 140 seats, 70% rural, 30% urban. So that's what we need to keep in mind. So
JVC,
my survey always indicated that in rural areas, ADMK was dominating.
Well, we are fastening our seat belts. We are not going anywhere just yet, JVC. We'll wait for. But telltale sign is that truck going away with all the chairs and the tent. Shekhar Iyer, what do you make of that?
I think they have already got the feedback. And they feel that, at least as far as DMK is concerned, the story is over.
Back up.
The story is over. TVK, the new star, is born in Tamil Nadu politics. Not many gave a film star much of a chance. There was some amount of writing off by stating that first time, no cadre.
And Navika, he couldn't even campaign.
Yeah.
There was no campaign, normally that you see of any party, whether it is fledgling or an established one. Here is a man, a phenomenal, who has, who just relied on his, whatever image he brought from cinema. And apart from that, the message he carried in just 14 public addresses he did. That's all.
We should also see if we can get a reporter from outside Vijay's house, where the mood right now in Panayur, it's on the East Coast Road. It's a beautiful beach-facing location. But JVC, you have some more insights into what's happening.
1 year belt is a 77 cluster. Who wins 1 year cluster actually wins the state. ADMK 35.93. TVK 30.72, DMK 29.03. I think we can confirm what Mr. Shekhar Iyer said. DMK is a gone case. Now the fight is who will go past. Is it TVK on the lead or ADMK is going to take the lead? Rural plus 1 year plus Counter plus Mukulathur cluster will determine.
The SC cluster as well, ADMK is doing well. Interesting numbers over here because DMK goes from pole position down to number 3, similar to what he said about the previous cluster, as well as ADMK 32.8%, TVK 31.92%. Let's look at, I already told you what's happening in Chennai, but let's look at the overall state and the urban areas in the state of Tamil Nadu. It's not just Chennai, but throughout the other urban areas. Which are these towns, JVC, very quickly, because 45.5%.
You have Erode, you have Coimbatore, you have Tirupur, you have Madurai, all the urban areas, TVK is doing exceedingly well and ADMK is getting decimated.
So can we say DMK being trumped
there is a twist in the tail? I don't know, but VD Satheesan is trailing by 243 votes.
No, it should not.
Is it all happening in Kerala? In elections, Zaka,
Well,
they say it's not over till it's over. 243 seats, very small margin.
Yeah.
But
so
is
look,
is there an upset?
If Satheesan loses, then obviously KC will become the chief minister. There's no doubt about
That's why I'm saying, is there a story happening there? The posters are out.
Who will vacate the seat for KC?
Well, but let's look at the story.
Who's considered to be a possible contender as well for the
37 seats. 37 seats of the Trinamool strongholds have been breached in Bengal by the BJP. These include Beleghata, Bijpur, Binpur, Chanditala, Chandrakona, Dantan, Egra, Garbeta, Gopi Ballabpur, Gosaba, Howrah Uttar, Jagtadal, Jangipura, Jhargram, Karandhigi, Katwa, Krishnanagar Dakshin. That's a comprehensive breach. Siddharth, can you tell us the importance of those breaches?
Look at the Kolkata region as well, because Kolkata as well, just look at the map over here. These patches which have been announced so far were blue. Now in that blue, you see quite a big splash of saffron over here. In terms of vote percentage, of course, TMC and BJP pretty much even. Stevens 52% over here, 51 again. Now going up to 59.4. BJP 33.6 to 26.50. But just look at the splashes of saffron. What does this really mean? That BJP is more focused on certain seats?
Exactly.
And that's what's led to this kind of a number?
See, as I told you, like South Parganas, they don't want to even touch it. Probably North Parganas, Hooghly, wherever they see a chance, wherever they see more Hindu population, there they have concentrated, there they have focused. And it has been a focused campaign. Even yesterday, one of the BJP spokespersons was saying us that in 224 seats only we are fighting.
Okay.
We are
But
not
a complete
fighting.
switch has happened in rural Bengal because TMC was 48.94% over there. It's now BJP which is 46.58. Yes. BJP was 38.3 in this region. It is now 42.24 for the TMC. So it's a complete switch that has happened.
So the BJP has actually managed to break into a lot of rural firewalls with TMC. Very interestingly, it's also made inroads in the urban areas in the presidency region where the TMC had a virtual hegemony over the seat. So Rash Bihari, Swapan Das Gupta is contesting from Rash Bihari. He's currently leading. And that's a firewall that they would breach in the event.
And he was favored to win that seat, right, in all exit polls. Let me also say the vote share that has been put out in Bengal by the Election Commission. BJP at 48.44%, TMC at 37.73%. So the vote share actually flips between the TMC and the BJP, and that is the story unfolding in Bengal. But Tamil Nadu is where it's all happening. Let's go across to Kritika joining us from Vijay's residence. What's the action there? Well, all the fans coming out. Kritika, take us through what's really the flavor at Vijay's residence.
Well, it's still quite calm here. Remember earlier in the morning as well, we had accessed an internal circular given by police officials. In fact, cautioning people from creating ruckus as far as following Vijay's vehicle is concerned. Currently also we're seeing massive security as well. More and more briefing as far as security deployment is concerned is happening at Vijay's residence. No fans in sight, sadly, as of now. However, we will see things pick up. Even at the party office, we're hearing that there is silence currently. We just got on call with one of the media handlers of the TVK party, and they are still, in fact, waiting and watching the seats, refusing to comment as well. So, of course, currently we have the astrologer inside. Mr. Radhan Pandit is inside. He, in fact, reached here quite early in the morning, just before the counting of the votes even started. If the numbers hold, it does seem that he's also going to be a much more sought-after astrologer, specifically as far as politicians are also concerned. But currently, this entire entire lane. Remember, this is quite a VIP lane here in Chennai. We're seeing multiple film stars, Chennai South rock stars, in fact, I'm being told, live here. And so that's why there's a lot of security that has been beefed up. Earlier also, whenever there is even a slight movement of Vijay, we hear that about thousands of people come up, and in this very narrow lane, in fact, all of this is jam-packed. So we're expecting similar scenes today, but from what we've earlier heard, around 11 is when we can expect some movement from TVK camp.
Thank you very much. Let's go across to Puhar Gandhi of the DMK joining us. Upset as far as the DMK's predictions were concerned. TVK taking the wind out of the sails of the DMK at this moment. Are you worried both MK Stalin and Udayanidhi Stalin trailing right now could change in a while from now? But did the DMK expect this?
No, certainly DMK haven't expected this because as far as the leaders are concerned, we expected that they will be leading in all the rounds. So trailing is not a good sign, which we need to admit the fact. But this is too early for us to predict anything because it is only just postal votes are being counted, and there are many more rounds to go. And in many more rounds to go, certainly Vijay right now in somewhere in 85 to 90, the votes will get stabilized when we start counting the rural areas. And Vijay's vote share will come down definitely from 93 to say some 40,
Gandhi,
40.
You went after him. He mentioned this also. You didn't allow him to campaign. You put the fault of Karur on him. IT, ED, CBI was unleashed on him. You made sure that he could not go out and campaign. And today, the people of Tamil Nadu are giving him 93 seats.
No, there are two things. First of all, the people of Tamil Nadu haven't given 93 seats. It's only postal votes. Please understand that. And there are multiple rounds to be counted. And there are in various parts of Tamil Nadu, even the counting haven't started yet fully. Therefore, you cannot predict such a initial stages. In the initial stages, first 2-3 rounds, because of the early polling, the Vijay made.
Sir, your chief minister is trailing. Your deputy chief minister is trailing. 30 of your ministers are trailing. 30 ministers out of 34 are trailing.
That is what I said very clearly. We didn't expect our chief minister and deputy chief minister to be to trial in any of the rounds. That is quite unexpected. But that doesn't mean that Vijay is going to score what is being predicted or what is being projected here.
Well, he's leading in 94. He's the single largest party. He'll be the next chief minister, Mr. Rajagopalan. Please weigh in. DMK is number 3 party right now, 61. ADMK at 70. TVK is at 96. He's just 20 short.
Jaka, this is an arrogance of DMK, and also the Red Giant played a crucial role. Vijay and versus Red Giant. It's a cinema politics. Please understand. Because Udayanidhi wanted to crush Vijay. Because of the cinema, because of the industrial problem. The DMK men, especially, had a negative campaign against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, against Amit Shah. Now what is the answer for DMK? 15 ministers are defeated, according to Tamil channels. Why the DMK spokespersons are silent? Because of the arrogance, attitude, anti-Sanatana Dharma speeches gave them the hell. That is what I say, because Tamilians are all very much upset with DMK. This has been said in Tirupparam the Deepam Tone. These arrogant DMK ministers did not behave well. They said that...
Okay, Kovai Satyan and Nandakumar also with us. Nandakumar, I want to ask you, the TVK phenomenon, Vijay phenomenon unfolding in front of our eyes, who do you think he's going to do business with if he doesn't reach the halfway mark on his own? Will it be the DMK? Will it be the AIA DMK? What do you think is happening behind the scenes right now?
Yeah, looking into the current scenario here, almost Vijay's TVK is leading in 103 seats and the ADMK 76 and DMK in 49. So that is the status. And with respect to your question, once when the final number comes, suppose say for example, Vijay has fought about 2 enemies. One is ideological enemy and another one is a political enemy. In Tamil Nadu alliance, if you see the ideological enemies are in alliances, say for example, DMK Congress, DMK Communist Congress. Same way, ideologically, BJP and ADMK are not, completely different, but they are in alliance. But if you see the difference between ADMK and DMK in terms of ideological, there is no difference. They are completely political enemy. So what the point I'm driving is that political enemies can never join hands together in Tamil Nadu, but ideological enemies can always come together. So if that is
once
the
again, so
situation,
you're saying that if Vijay is short by a few seats, he will expect support from BJP and from ADMK?
provided if sufficient number of MLAs are not with any of the alliance parties other than BJP, from DMK or from ADMK alliances, because I was keep on telling this, post-result the alliances may change. So the first choice for Vijay will be non-BJP parties. And if that number could able to add up, crossing him on halfway mark, then that would be his first choice. Including ADMK can be an option in that.
Well, we'll have to wait and watch, but Shekhar Iyer, what I can say is that there was a lot of spotlight on Vijay about his Trisha connection. Personal allegations were made. Hasn't really hampered, his popularity. Karur stampede, the CBI and all that did not hamper. People connected with him. He was a force of change. He was not even allowed to do any rallies. And the underdog makes it big. Once again, popularity and connection, not really the hallmark only of traditional parties. Newbies can do it. First time around, first Aam Aadmi Party, now TVK.
No, if a newbie is made to, rather forced into an underdog situation, the sympathy comes. Take for instance this personal matter. His wife's divorce petition became public. Almost 2 months after she had filed the petition.
Who leaked it? That's the question.
And number one. That is before even court had taken cognizance.
Exactly.
And number two, the fact that Trisha, his friendship with Trisha became such a public issue, the DMK ecosystem, the DMK, guided YouTubers, all of them made such a big issue of it. And Vijay's response had one response. He said, so many things are happening. Well, I will handle it. And I think,
and then he made a public appearance with her, and he literally thumped
by turning up at a
wedding with Trisha.
Navika ji, what would Rahul Gandhi be thinking now? Did I not tell you guys? That's the thing he would be asking. Because Mallikarjun Kharge and Sonia Gandhi were persuaded by the local Congress leaders like Chidambaram,
Sanjay Jha, Praveen Chakrabarti and Rahul Gandhi, Karti Chidambaram, all of them actually thought of TVK as an alliance partner and to break away from the DMK. Would they be kicking themselves right now?
Well, in hindsight, yes, but don't forget, you're witnessing something far greater than what we saw happen in Delhi. In case of Tamil Nadu, you have two deeply entrenched, it's a bipolar contest. No, forget their alliance partners. DMK is the ruling ideology across both the parties, really. It's the same core foundations. So to expect this kind of a Herculean upset, I don't think anybody anticipated that. But within the Congress, there will be a lot of dismay today, because I'm fully aware that there were some people who were looking at actually going ahead with the Vijay alliance, because their initial survey had told them that maybe there is a lot of anti-incumbency already building up. But then these things are part of politics, I guess. In hindsight, we are all wise.
40% of the electorate were under 40. So, that chunk was highly influenced by Vijay, and all these theatrics that you just mentioned, talking about his personal life, making it look like he's a villain, he's not a hero that he lived on the screen, did not really matter. I think this youth, the electorate, was bored of this binary of the Dravidian model. They were looking for a third force, and Vijay came and filled the gap.
So BJP loses an opportunity to be the third force. Vijay takes it away. That's also a big story.
Let's not lose sight of this. Certainly, the fall of a traditional Dravidian party, let's not lose sight of it. He refused to go with the BJP. That was half the reason. 1 second, ED and all were not sent by DMK. ED and that film being held up was done at a different level.
No, 1 second. He in fact said in his final rally, he said in his final rally, Mr. Stalin, I'm telling you on counting day, you will regret. Why did you touch this Vijay? Why did you go after this Vijay?
Yes.
People found that he played the victim card and people bought it.
Stalin doesn't control ED.
No, but the Karur stampede issue, the divorce papers being brought out.
There's also not. He also kept a very.
Sabha, you are picking on the BJP. The BJP is not a force in Tamil Nadu.
No,
it was Vijay being targeted by the DMK Harish, and that's really been the reason why you're seeing this kind of a vote for him. He was the underdog.
No, I'm just making the point that this is not a win for the BJP. That's all. Since people are saying
was
that.
never a force in Tamil Nadu, so let's get over with the BJP.
Navika, I have seen programs done here in the national lecture. Anna Malai is coming. BJP is becoming a force.
Everybody can try, Sabha. Everybody can try.
Since this is a phenomena, I would like to categorically.
Well, okay, you are celebrating the BJP does not.
Anna Malai is not even in the picture, but let's look at it. Why is this a narrative? Yeah, and it is an absolutely unnecessary narrative, uncalled for. Right now, according to the Election Commission, TVK is leading in 70. ADMK is leading in 60 and DMK in 36. Let's look at the full complete picture. Yeah. This is 70 for TVK. And you know, one second. Just Mr. Balan, one second. Mr. Balan, please allow us to analyze the numbers that are before us. And one thing is very clear. TVK at 70 means it's the end of Dravidian politics as we know it. ADMK and DMK, which have dominated the state's politics for at least the last 5 decades in Tamil Nadu, are relegated to number 2 and number 3 position as far as their alliances are. One second. The numbers speak for themselves. Harish, we'll wait for the final numbers.
Wait for the rural part.
But at the moment, we are just analyzing what is there before us at the moment, and going by what is before us, Vijay has made more than a splash. He is in the number 1 position as far as the state is concerned. He may or may not be in a position to form the government, but just look at the kind of clusters where he has breached. It's not just the Chennai city. Chennai city 20 he has managed to get, DMK at 2, ADMK at 1. And these numbers and the gaps are only growing in the urban areas. Let's look at overall urban Tamil Nadu. How is the urban Tamil Nadu voting? 31 for TVK. Compare that to DMK 6 and compare that to ADMK 4. There's just no question.
Urban areas, it's only whistle. Let's see rural area.
Rural areas are where ADMK's alliance has done reasonably well. They're at 56 over here. TVK again in number 2 position over here. So what is interesting to see is that TVK has done extremely well in the urban areas. They are number 2 in the rural areas. And that is why they are number 1 overall as far as the state is concerned.
But the point is that we need to look at 128 or 179 have been counted in rural areas. Now we have to look at the another 60.
There's still a gap.
There is still a gap. That gap is what we need to see.
The total trends are not there, but how have they done in the other? Let's look at the minority dominant seats, because here as well, TVK is supposed to have hurt the DMK. Whether it is the minority Muslim votes or the Christian votes as well.
It's not.
But look at the numbers. It's still ahead of ADMK.
Yeah.
DMK is still getting...
The moment BJP and ADMK came together, Edapadi and others knew pretty well that minority is not going to vote for us. So whatever they are getting these 5, also in minority seats, whatever Hindu counter-polarization is going to happen.
Okay.
But what has happened is Muslims are still sticking with DMK. That is why 10 seats.
Look at the SC.
Am I right?
Look at SC.
Union Minister Sukanta Majumdar joining us at this point. And Mr. Majumdar, good morning to you. Early days yet, but BJP heading to a comprehensive victory in Bengal, sir?
Hello.
Dada, bujhte parchen, shunte parchen.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Roshogulla khaচ্ছেন ওখানে?
It is too early, I feel.
Okay.
Obviously, after the formation of government, I will go to your office with Rasgulla.
Okay. For now, it's Jhalmuri?
It is not the actual time for Jhalmuri. Jhalmuri's time is in the evening. It is the evening snack.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, but the results that you're getting from various part of Bengal's comprehensive breaches being made by the BJP in the Trinamool Congress bastions. Did you always expect this?
Yes, it was expected this time, because for several, especially from 2021, for several months, several years, we are actually all the leadership of Bengal. We were planning, we were actually giving our labor, and it takes some time to give the results.
But the Trinamool Congress is saying that your alliance partner is the Election Commission of India and the SIR was done only to suit you. How do you respond?
See, lots of discussion already taken place in this matter, on this matter. And most importantly, the matter has been, critically analyzed by the apex court of this country. Not only the apex court, even before that, the High Court also analyzed these things. And the Trinamool Congress approached High Court as well as the Supreme Court of this country. And now they are just finding their alibi.
Mr. Majumdar, we had TMC leaders earlier in the show. They are saying, strong rooms are being switched off, CCTV is being cut off, load shedding is happening. They are basically saying that all of this is to cover the result. But the result is still there in front of everyone to see, 169 currently to BJP.
Yes, though it is too early, I think. But yes, BJP is going ahead and we will form the government. But the thing is that when I contested my past election, at that time I was very nervous. And similar kind of incident happened. And lots of people used to come to me and they used to say, Dada, load shedding happened. Few people from the Trinamool Congress entered the strong room. All this kind of at that time it was bombarded toward me, and I was disturbed. That's why I was panicking. And now TMC is losing. So that's why they are panicking.
Okay.
So this is the thing. Actually, no one can do anything with these EVM machines.
But Dada, there are 50. They are saying there are 50 SIR impacted seats. Majority of them, nearly 24 of them, the BJP is leading. And that is where khela hoiche.
Now see, they are showing the results or data, those who is there. The thing is that even in my constituency, I would like to cite that example. In my constituency, due to the SIR, 22,770 names, almost 23,000 Hindu names have been removed due to this SIR.
Okay.
Still we are letting there.
All right.
Okay.
Takun, we are all waiting for Rasgulla to come our way. As of now, 169 leads for the BJP, 117 for the Trinamool Congress. It's all happening on ground. Thank you very much, Shukanta Majumdar, for joining us on this broadcast.
We have a piece of breaking news that I think we can go to. Top Congress sources now saying that a few Congress leaders are upset that the party did not ally with Vijay's TVK before the polls. Can we play that breaking plate up? The Congress says it's surprised by Vijay's leads in early trends. 98 to the TVK. Who was making that point? I think Rashid was making that point earlier that Rahul Gandhi believed that they should have gone with the... You made that point.
I've been tweeting from since June of last year that if he really wants Puducherry, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, all three, Vijay should be in alliance with Congress.
Okay, so
and that will change the entire
why did not happen, Sanjay Jha?
It's a complicated chemistry, I think. One is that MK...
Chemistry is always complicated.
Yeah, exactly. MK Stalin has been one of the few national leaders who's backed Rahul Gandhi even through difficult times. The DMK Congress alliance has done well even in the Lok Sabha elections. Let's not forget that, right? Just a couple of years ago. So there would be voices on both sides. I mean, there were people within the Congress that I know of who talked about a resurrection at the regional state level, and there were those that at the national level it's still convenient to go with the DMK. That was the core concept.
Now you have neither resurrection at the state level
the point
nor
is,
resurrection at the national level.
The point is, Sanjay Jha, it's very clear. If the Congress wants to resurrect itself, it will have to do it at the state level before it becomes a force. Now, you have to make your choices. You clearly did not bite the bullet. Isn't that right?
Rahul Gandhi wanted to, but Rahul Gandhi has achieved what he wanted to achieve. What does he want to achieve? He didn't want DMK to come to power, and he has stopped that.
No, I don't think that was the objective of stopping DMK. The objective should have been, how do I resuscitate myself?
Well,
I think to that extent, it's a lost opportunity.
I think, when JVC says this, there is truth to it. Joining us this morning, Gaurav Bhatia, from the BJP headquarters, where we are told orders of jalebis, rasgullas and laddus are being given thick and fast. Gaurav Bhatia, The Election Commission BJP alliance has won in Bengal, says the Trinamool Congress. Please respond.
It is most unfortunate that when the entire country is celebrating the victory of democracy, when Supreme Court has often praised the Election Commission of India, the TMC is acting like the spoiler of this festival. And I must start by a positive agenda. The results send out a very clear message. The message that people of the country and the states have faith in the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji, in his vision for a Viksit Bharat. And it is also clear that when the BJP enters the state or the national elections, the beginning of pro-incumbency politics also starts. And I must say that the era of appeasement politics, Navika, is over. In Bengal, we all know how this historic mandate will change the demography in Bengal to what it used to be. No more place for illegal immigrants. Bengal is for Indian citizens. And that is the strong message which the voters of Bengal have given. And I must say, abhi aap keh rahi thi, rasogulla खिलाएंगे, तो मुझे बिल्कुल फक्र है ये कहने में, हम इंतजार करेंगे जब परिणाम आ जाएंगे तो ममता बनर्जी को मीठा मीठा रसगुल्ला
लेकिन आपके लिए थोड़ी सी झाल है इन तमिलनाडु, गौरव भाटिया, because TVK and Vijay have got a bumper harvest in Tamil Nadu, which means they would want to do business with AIADMK, but certainly not the BJP. Are you seeing the ADMK-BJP alliance cracking up in Tamil Nadu?
The cracks only happen in the UPA, which changed its name to India Alliance, and also the Congress party. It's too early to make any comment, but I would definitely say one thing. Every party today wants to do business with the NDA and the BJP because of the leadership that we provide, because of the vision we have for the country, and because of the credibility that we enjoy because we give respect to our allies.
Well, Pohar Gandhi of the DMK with us. Mr. Gandhi, once again I ask you the question as Tamil Nadu numbers consolidate, and clearly DMK is the party number 3. What do you think went wrong?
That is what again and again I am telling the same thing. It's too early for us to predict, because if you see in the postal ballots, the postal ballots, it was completely in favor of Vijay, and even at some point DMK touched even 50. Now, when we started counting the physical ballots or the EVMs, the numbers started rising. So another 10 rounds to go. So we need to wait and watch. And DMK will come victorious. That is what I can say at this juncture. And Vijay's vote share will come down.
Shuvendu Adhikari speaking in Kolkata. Let's listen in.
Second round is 4,500 moto lead hoyeche. Thanks to every Hindu, Sanatani, those who are cast in favor of me in ward number 63. Expected result 3, 4, 5. 77 নম্বর ওয়ার্ড, এখানে মমতা ব্যানার্জি ভালো লিড নেবেন। আমি যা প্রথম থেকে বলেছি 7, 8, 9, 10 আমি ওই বড় লিড কভার করব এবং 10 রাউন্ডের পর থেকে আমি এগোতে থাকব এবং এক্সপেক্টেড মমতা ব্যানার্জি এগেন ডিফিট ইন ভবানীপুর অ্যাসেম্বলি।
মালদা মুর্শিদাবাদে মানিকচকে যেভাবে দেখা যাচ্ছে ভালো লিড করছে, কি বলবেন?
এক্ষুনি কিচ্ছু বলবো না, বিজেপি সরকার করছে এটুকু বলবো এবং ক্লিয়ার ম্যান্ডেট, একদম ক্লিয়ার ম্যান্ডেট বিজেপি সরকার করছে। না না না, ইটস টু আর্লি টু সে।
দক্ষিণ কলকাতায় আপনি অনেকটা লিডে রয়েছে তৃণমূলের গড়ে কি এবার?
Well, Bhavanipur, Shubhendu Adhikari leading by 2,400 votes at the moment.
Yeah, we have another 15 rounds to go.
That's a good lead.
But can I come back to Tamil Nadu and okay, all right. JVC has some.
Let's start with a few of these important clusters. Kolkata, definitely BJP's made a huge breach. At the moment, it looks at 17 for the BJP in terms of leads. Coming out from 1, TMC was at 35. So it was a bastion of TMC,
one seat
which has very clearly come down to 19. So there's a clear breach over here in terms of the numbers.
Just one seat in 2021 and now 17 seats in Greater Kolkata.
And spoken.
Yes. Yeah. So whether the Bhadrlok have spoken or not, look at
finally.
this. Look at this number. This is the biggest number. One second, Siddhartha, just a second. Let's analyze this one by one because this is a very important cluster. We're talking about the minority cluster over here. We're talking about 102 seats, of which 66 numbers have come out. And of the 56 which TMC had, the numbers at the moment are 38. So BJP breaking in with 26 seats from the 10. What does this mean, JVC? Because in minority dominant areas, BJP is working. This is not the traditional maths.
Basically, it's a Hindu counter consolidation. Even if you have 40%, see, we saw in Simanchal. In Simanchal, where there was a seat where 55% Muslim population was there, AIMIM came into picture, RJD and Congress came into picture, but BJP won. In fact, you remember in our show on that night, AIMIM guy said, it's not, we are not vote cutters, Congress is vote cutter.
So are you saying Muslim candidates have packed the votes?
Minorities are supporting BJP.
No, Hindus counter consolidation.
Consolidation, you have the other consolidation.
Your argument is mildly flawed because in Bihar what happens is the Muslim vote gets divided when AIMM comes in. In this case, the Muslim vote has been deleted because they are going with one party. So let's get the facts, analyze them correctly.
What you're talking about.
The top headlines at 10:30 a.m. Let me get the big picture. Kolkata police has said no victory processions will be allowed today in Bengal. Second headline, security has been beefed up outside TVK's residence. TVK has said he will not join hands with anyone. Udaynidhi Stalin has just arrived at CM Stalin's residence. Stalin, EPS and OPS are all trading from their seats. AIA,
Chief
DMK
Minister,
story.
former Chief Minister, another former Chief Minister,
That
they're
is
all
the
trailing.
story in Tamil Nadu. Fresh faces probably doing better
Arrogance
than...
will not be tolerated is the message. Now
I agree. 1 minute. Congress sources... 1 minute.
Real in the front bench.
Mr. Balan, can I get the headlines at this moment? Congress sources are saying no alliance with TVK is a misstep, so they are admitting to the fall. Celebrations begin at the BJP headquarters. Trends are showing BJP crossing the halfway mark in Bengal. Shuvendu Adhikari leading in Bhawanipur and looking at a massive clear mandate. So Assam and West Bengal going the BJP's way. Totally unexpected result. Unexpected as in a new entrant in Dravidian politics with Vijay striking gold in Tamil Nadu. So politics changes.
NDA sweeping Puducherry.
NDA sweeping Puducherry and Kerala. Well, the UDF, the Congress party, also gets its due after being kept out of power for 2 consecutive terms.
40
Harish, you are looking extremely distressed right now.
Third round, we have another 25 rounds to go. Please let us wait.
Harish,
Let us write the
may I assure you, we are here all day, prime time also. In solidarity with you. I promise to wait with you for the tide to change. So please don't lose heart. Please don't lose heart. Numbers are numbers. We will still sit together, have dosai pori.
Whatever it is, we will accept whatever the people's mandate which has been given to any party.
But I love parties that live on hope. And you're living on hope. Are you living on hope, Niladri?
We are sure that we are going to win. This will go down the wire. Bengal will go down the wire.
Okay. So optimism to the left of you, optimism to the right of you. Where do you stand, Sabha?
Look, Navika, I feel I'm sitting in a studio when I'm witnessing a real new phenomena. The Vijay phenomenon. You know, we will when we are old and there will be books and then there was an MGR and then there was an NTR and so there will be a Vijay. So I will recognize this moment. Then we can get back to the usual sparring over BJP, Trinamool and all later. But I recognize
the headline
this moment.
Story, Vijay?
Absolutely, it is Vijay. And also, I think in all these discussions, we have to give credit to Rahul Gandhi.
What happened to you?
I'll tell you. No, nothing happened.
Your pulse,
nothing happened.
your pulse rate is
no, because
He's not here, so he's trying to fill
what
in.
I'm saying is, he had read the signals right, and he wanted an alliance with TVK. But he was outmaneuvered by leaders like P. Chidambaram.
Yeah,
and who got in touch with Kharge and Sonia Gandhi and outmaneuvered Rahul Gandhi.
I want to...
And that is a good, because
if
that is
TVK
one
has
reason,
given a
please,
20,
one
30
minute.
seats,
Let him complete, then I'm coming to you.
That is one reason why Rahul, when he realized that they had managed to even convince Sonia, he decided to just step away. That's one. And number two, and in fact, Vijay was expecting Rahul's green signal because several parleys had happened behind the scenes. Stalin knew about it. Everybody knew about it. It was happening. But then still it did not happen. So at least in this case, Rahul read the signals right.
Rahul read the signals right. Stalin misled him.
No. Obviously, the Congress gains whatever the seats which they are getting right now by sending an MLA inside because of DMK is what is we want to tell
They
him.
could also
Because,
be
Can I make a point?
because even the 20
Sanjay,
plus
Sanjay,
seats.
See, Rahul Gandhi must
Sanjay
be
is there.
credited for reading the tea leaves, because there was concerns within the party that while DMK and Congress have a good combination at the Lok Sabha and worked in the last assembly, many people felt that they were getting a stepmotherly treatment when it came to seat allocations. And let's not forget, Kerala remains, I think, a silver lining for the Congress on an otherwise pretty moderate to average way.
Well, let me tell you, right here is where the story is. This is the DMK stronghold. This is where DMK has never lost any seat for the last 3 elections. This was the last election. Look at Stalin's seat and look at the purple incursion that has been made by Vijay. Right here, this is the Korathur seat where now TVK is breaching the Kolathur stronghold of MK Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. That is how. And look at this, and Shreya, this is the story here. This was the DMK's bastion. Look at the number of purple incursions that have been made by TVK, by Vijay. Look at these seats over here. First time entrant into Tamil Nadu politics. Well, hero in films, in Tamil films, and now hero in politics. That's Vijay coming in for you. Should we call the elections now one by one? Welcome to the panel, Karan Verma.
Absolutely.
Should we call out the elections? Is it time? It's 10:37 in the morning. Sabha.
But just a point on the swing seats, right? In urban Chennai, 26 seats. TVK is winning 25. DMK only 1. Can you imagine? In the capital of the city.
Let's look at 2 or 3 important clusters that are very important to look at. Complete wipeout of DMK in Chennai itself.
Can you imagine?
27 versus 1. And it's not only Chennai. Just a second. Let me just quickly explain this to our
Last
viewers.
time they got 16 out of 16. They didn't lose a single seat in Chennai.
28 plus. In the greater Chennai region, we are talking about 28 plus seats because we're talking about neighboring seats as well. From there, coming down to just 1, and TVK completely sweeping them, obliterating them as far as Chennai is concerned. Look at the overall urban numbers as well. This also tells you a story. 44 for the TVK, and DMK here was 42, ADMK was 7. ADMK reduced to 3, DMK reduced to 2, 44 for the TVK. So TVK has swept urban Tamil Nadu. But there's another very important breach that we must look at when it comes to Tamil Nadu, and that is as far as the ADMK is concerned. If it's not doing well, because it is the Congo region. Explain this, JVC. Because this is basically, this is a stronghold of...
I'm interrupting you for a minute because joining us is the man of the moment, Pawan Kheda. Pawan Kheda, head of the Communications Department, Congress Party. Pawan Kheda, congratulations for the victory in Kerala for the Congress Party. I want to ask you, there is a lot of debate and discussion about the winds of change in Tamil Nadu. The Congress guessed it right, wanted to go with the TVK initially, but then stuck with DMK, its traditional alliance partner. Are you really revisiting that decision this morning?
Your voice is cracking, Navika. I can't hear you properly, but I think I got the question. Navika, postmortems are not done on living creatures. These are trends. Results are yet to come, so I would not like to indulge into any analysis, premature analysis and premature postmortems.
Well, Pawan Khera, itne dhol baj rahe hain. Are you not celebrating Kerala?
No, these are in celebration of democracy, and I think all of us should celebrate democracy whether we win or lose.
Sir, can you tell us, in Kerala it's a runaway victory for the UDF. Who is going to be Chief Minister is the question on top of everyone's mind.
I would like to wait for the results to come in. These are trends, and or based on trends, indulging into speculation is not a very healthy practice for me as a politician. You of course should do it because media must do it.
It's a sweep for the NDA, 98. You have anything to say to the Chief Minister there?
I think these are trends. I have something to say to you as a political worker. But these are trends. Let's wait for a couple of more hours and then we'll talk again.
Pawan Khera, on a lighter note, I want to ask you, have you become watchful with your words in recent times?
I've always been watchful with my words, with my thoughts and with my actions.
Acha, then the whole problem with Himanta Biswa Sarma wouldn't have arisen at all. I once again ask you, what do you think about Assam? Number one.
We'll talk about it some other day.
What do you think about Tamil Nadu?
Assam is a beautiful state, and I love Assam tea.
Okay, great. And what do you think about Tamil Nadu? I know you love dosas, but do you think TVK and alliance with TVK in time, which was Rahul Gandhi's first choice, also would have been better for the Congress party?
Navika, have you ever heard postmortems on living creatures? These
yes,
are
all
live
the time.
Trends. These are not
all the
dead
time.
results. So
one done very recently by you, sir. Sabha has a question for you.
No, I have a good to see you and smiling and. Yes. But you know, the Congress is the Congress at this point going to take delight in the possible defeat of regional parties? I want, because the Congress has always argued that their space has been taken away.
No,
just a theoretical question. Easy.
We fight to win. No, we fight to win. We fight to improve our performance. We don't fight to celebrate somebody's defeat. We are here to ensure that the ideology of the Congress, which is also the ideology of the country, should prevail across the country.
But sir,
our ambition.
Other than in Kerala, you have no reason to celebrate in any of the other states.
I think democracy needs to be celebrated always, whether you win or lose. And right now, it's neither victory nor defeat. These are trends.
So, Pawan Khera, my question to you is the Election Commission fair in Kerala, fair in Tamil Nadu, not so fair in Bengal? Would you believe that?
Wherever questions are raised against any institution in a democracy, the answers are owed to the people of India. So I don't see this question as a very valid question. Even if we win in Kerala and there are questions raised to the Election Commission by anyone, including us or the opposition, the answers need to be given by the Election Commission. But that's what healthy democracy is all about.
But the question will also be asked that answers are given but never believed by those asking the question. What do you do in that situation?
No, I don't think answers are given. The current election commission indulges into a lot of political rhetoric, and which is not very good for a healthy democracy. These institutions should be depoliticized, and they are increasingly getting politicized. That's the unhealthy sign, and we keep talking about it.
Sir, BJP has also been saying your leader has gone back on holiday after the elections. Can you tell us where he is?
No, that's cheap rhetoric by BJP, and I don't expect anything better from them.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just asking him, we are citizens, there are supporters, it's not a cheap rhetoric. I also want to know, where is he? He's a leader of the opposition. So that's my question.
Mr. Khera, question from Sabha.
That's an irrelevant question. That's a very, very irrelevant question, I would say. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, Pawan Khera, for joining us on the broadcast this morning. Very watchful. Do you see a change? He's not shooting off like he used to before.
No, I actually accidentally bumped against him when we met at the airport yesterday. But forget what's happened between him and Himanta. It's unfortunate. I think in politics the slugfest did get very ugly there. But I think the bottom line is that I think in politics when you are holding that official position, you technically don't want to either claim a victory or throw in the towel too early. And I do believe that where West Bengal is concerned, if you look at the difference of seats between the two, it's 48. So 24, if it's a zero-sum game, you need 24 seats to shift for any imbalance to occur. So I would still wait a little longer in West Bengal, but for me the result of the day is Tamil Nadu by far.
Yeah. No, Narikaji, if once bitten, Assam is a very important state as well. For just look at this one particular trend. NDA has done far better than it had done earlier. 73 in 2021, 98 in 2026. Where are the extra seats coming from? Congress has just gone from 30 to 26. Is the AIDF that has been completely obliterated from 16 down to 2? And just look at the map here. Whichever were these purple patches were AIDF across the state, including in Upper Assam, that has been completely reduced to just these 2 seats, which include Mazibur Rahman from Dalgaon, as well as, of course, the seat of Bina Kandi. So AIDF been completely wiped out in Assam.
I think last time Congress and AIUDF had an alliance. This time they are fighting separately. So I don't know what message there is. Maybe they should fight in an alliance, but certainly it's not reflecting well on Gaurav Gogoi. But let's come back to the Tamil Nadu story and up on the leaderboard. Now, if we can refresh the leaderboard, I think the TVK has hit 100. 117 is the halfway mark. There is no way, if this trend holds, there is no way anybody other than Vijay will become the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Let me just underline that. C. Joseph Vijay will be the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu if these trends hold. I mean, what an earthquake that is. What a political earthquake that is in the state of Tamil Nadu.
So finally, reels are being converted into voters. Because you would say, oh, these are followers, they would not go out and vote. But it looks like the Vijay has transitioned it perfectly. That transition.
You just need fans, and they have voted, they have delivered for Vijay.
Also, Navikaji, it's a complete rejection of the DMK. I mean, how pathetically can you probably run a state? Talk about debt, talk about law and order. They've been rejected, and both, I think, father and son are trailing right now. So, I mean, it's a rejection of their politics also. AIDMK unfortunately could not be that alternative, which is where I think he did a great job and he captured the imagination of the Gen Z, the millennials. I think you have to give credit to Vijay.
For both the DMK and the AIDMK, the Congress always insisted that we want to contest on more seats. Now, in a way, that request was conceded by the AIDMK. The Congress contested on 28 seats this time. As far as the NDA alliance is concerned, the BJP contested on 27 seats. Now, both those parties have not performed up to expectations. You have Congress only leading in 3 seats out of 25 that it contested in, and you have the BJP leading in just 1 seat out of 27 that it contested in. So it's a source of frustration for both the DMK and the AIDMK. They'll probably be now wondering as to whether or not did we actually end up allowing these parties to contest parties.
If you look at the breakup of the regions, in the Delta region, the Kaveri Delta region was agrarian distress. The DMK is down 25 seats from last time. In fact, the number of seats that ADMK and DMK have in the Delta region are equal now. In northern Tamil Nadu, again, bastion of the DMK, they are down by 60 seats. TVK is up 41 seats in northern Tamil Nadu. Southern Tamil Nadu, which has been an AIDMK stronghold, AIDMK is down by 10. TVK has gained 25. The only region where AIDMK is managing to hold on to is western Tamil Nadu, the Kongu belt, where again they are down by 13 seats, DMK down by 10. TVK up 21. So this whole thing that he will hurt only one party, that's not true. He's hurt both parties.
It's a comprehensive victory for 2 reasons. As you rightly put it, in terms of the regions of Tamil Nadu, TVK has made huge breaches. In northern Tamil Nadu, it's largely because of Chennai. But let's look at it, cluster-wise in terms of communities, so on and so forth. Look at the Nada cluster, for instance. DMK at 14, ADMK at 3. Over here, it's TVK that has breached DMK's vote. And in every such cluster, we're going to look at Zaka. It's going to be TVK that has actually cut the DMK's votes down. So DMK down from 14 to 7, TVK coming up with 5 seats over here. Look at, for instance, the Vanyar cluster here as well. Even in the Vanyar cluster, here it has of course hurt the AIDMK, but more the DMK. from 45 reduced just to 9. And the TVK picking up 22 seats here. If you look at the AIDMK, it has also gone up from 25 to 39, but it's the TVK which is the biggest gainer and DMK which is the biggest loser. Look at some other clusters as well. Let's take a look at, for instance, the flood cluster or the flood affected seats, and look at the numbers here. Again, this is largely Chennai area, and of course 33 here for the TVK, whereas DMK was 41 reduced to 3. AIDMK at 3 coming up to 8. Let's look at another two clusters, the SC cluster for instance over here as well. This is where the TVK has picked up 20 seats. DMK was 27 reduced to 9, AIDMK from 13 down to 10. So if you look at it, in each and every cluster, the TVK has hurt far more the DMK than it has actually hurt the AIDMK. AIDMK has done a little better than it has done last time, but it's the DMK which has been obliterated by the TVK.
So now you come to the question of what happens next. If he's about 10 seats, 20 seats short, who does he then ally with? Where does he get the support from? Clearly, neither the BJP nor the Congress have enough to get him past 117. It has to be the AIADMK. It has to be the AIADMK.
So the alliance breaks because he doesn't want to touch BJP. So will the alliance break? And joining us at this moment is Radhika Khera of the BJP. Also with us, Pohar Gandhi. Radhika Khera. Well, congratulations to the BJP, Assam and West Bengal going your way, big headlines there. But once again, Tamil Nadu, the south of India, well, you're not getting a foothold. A completely new player, Vijay, makes an entry, so there was space. But BJP is not the party that has caught the imagination of people there. Once again, a roadblock for the BJP in south.
Navika ji, I agree that we have not been able to get the kind of votes and kind of seats that we were expecting in Tamil Nadu. But having said that, Bharatiya Janata Party has a history and a record of learning from its mistakes and coming back much more powerful than we were the previous time. So rest assured, if we may have lost this time, but our next election is going to be ours for sure. Having said that, coming to Assam and West Bengal, one thing is for sure, from today, the women and the girls, महिलाएं, बेटियां West Bengal की अब 7 बजे के बाद घर से निकल पाएंगी. It is a victory for the women of Assam, of West Bengal. Assam, we have done extremely well considering it was a third time out. But what was more interesting was, before me when you were speaking with Pawan Khera ji, was he celebrating defeating his own party in Assam? That narrative that they tried to build has been given a befitting reply. If you attack a woman, they went and attacked the wife of the sitting chief minister, they forged documents. So that kind of politics has come to an end, whether it is in Assam or West Bengal where they've not opened their accounts. And also, Tamil Nadu is extremely interesting to see that a new party, TVK, has got that kind of seats. But yes, we will introspect and come back much stronger.
So let me ask Mr. Rajagopalan this. Mr. Rajagopalan, if it is a hung assembly, as is the case now, who will support Vijay? Whose support will he take? Will he go with BJP? Will he go with Congress? Will he go with AIDMK?
Congress has no number, Zaka.
Correct.
It go with BJP will be in the opposition, like Vijaykanth did with Jayalalitha. BJP will be out of the government, but they will support outside the government. And ADMK, Vijay alliance will definitely rule. My point is simple, 2 or 3 things. You have not given me time for 45 minutes. Now I tell you 1 or 2 things, important things. One, MK Alagiri, the brother of Stalin, told me for the last 1 month. And he has been in touch with me. He says, Rajagopalan, wait and see. TVK is going to do, because in Morosoli Trust, his son was not accommodated. These are all certain personal grievances. Second thing, Prime Minister spoke about submission. Third thing, A. Raja's tape that has killed the DMK. A. Raja tape, you should listen it again. Third and fourth one is Nandika, Sanjay Jha, Sabha Natwi, my horoscope, planetic positions are same. Whenever we are together, Congress is losing and Times Now is winning.
But Congress is winning Kerala. And I want to ask Radhika Khera, you wanted to make a century of Rahul Gandhi defeats. Now that's not happening. Rahul Gandhi has won Kerala. Are you a little sad about that?
You cannot appeal
this is actually not a win for the Congress party. It is the anti-incumbency of the CPI
Come
government over
on,
there.
Radhika. Come on, Radhika. You know, when they win, at least hand them a congratulations.
Navika ji, we've come from 0 to 2. I see on your screen that NDA is on 2, where we were never there. So that is a victory. We have a mayor for the first time in Kerala. We started making inroads. So Rahul Gandhi should introspect over there also, because if CPI's rule is coming to an end and next time the competition is going to be only with the BJP and the Congress party, well, things are going to change in Kerala as well. Having said that, it's, you know, jahan pe Assam, where they could have won, Bengal, they were in alliance. They went and attacked their own alliance partners, whether it was the DMK in Tamil Nadu. So Rahul Gandhi is responsible for the alliance partners also ruling. Yes, they won over there. But let's see, abhi to wahan pe Mukhyamantri banna hai. We are going to see a lot of infighting, and then there will be a 50-50 CM. We've seen how...
Sanjay Jha coming in. Sanjay Jha.
I don't want to get into a very vulgar slugfest by running down somebody. The simple, loud answer for the BJP spokesperson is that your lead in Kerala is literally in hundreds, may go down to 0. You're literally leading in 1 in Tamil Nadu, may go down to 0. Essentially, BJP has been wiped off and obliterated from Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Face the music. Don't try and mislead
What
the
is
people.
this thing about the BJP can't breach the South?
Well, I can tell you one of the reasons is, I think, fundamentally, and this has to be said, Zaka, in all fairness, that the people there are a lot more discerning and perceptive to be swayed.
Now this is exactly what Rahul Gandhi said. Politics of the North.
Let me finish. I'm saying to be swayed by a very parochial agenda all the time. I don't think the BJP has any alternative vision for the South. I'm not saying just the communal politics. That is a known factor that I think even people in Bengal know. But the truth is this, that the BJP hasn't understood the southern part of this country at all.
But you had said
BJP
BJP has not understood eastern part of this country.
Yeah.
The BJP today is forming a government in West Bengal. So how do you respond?
No, I think where the eastern part is concerned, let's not deny that the eastern part has not, it's not that the BJP was completely absent. It has made a great comeback in the last 10 years significantly. But it has to be stressed all along that the Congress is vanishing from West Bengal. The Congress's vanishing from West Bengal has made it very, very easy for BJP to make
Mr. Rajagopalan very animatedly wants to come in about the South India point, I'm sure.
Much before Mamata Banerjee, the left ruled for 34 years.
What we to argue is that Mamata Banerjee is a Congress offshoot as well, right?
Anyway, BJP can't breach South India.
Dhaka, one thing, Mr. Sanjay Jha has some sort of, he records Rahul Gandhi's intentions. Now, my point is, like Article 370 in Jammu Kashmir, the secessionist tendency, separatism tendency of DMK has been routed by the BJP. That Sanjay Jha, can you say that? Because DMK wanted to separate from India. That is the intention of DMK. They have been spreading that. And that has been stopped by DMK.
When does the DMK said that it want to separate from India? These kind of comments should be reprimanded. This is uncalled for.
Do you believe in E.V. Ramaswamy?
When you get that?
No. Do you treat E.V. Ramaswamy as your ideological guru? He wrote a letter to Jinnah. One second. Now you have to allow me to complete.
1 second.
He wrote a letter to Jinnah. 1 second. Now I'm exposing you.
Even the TVK, which is getting the vote as an ideologue of Periyar. What do you want to say that?
Now he's getting...
Anyway, let's not get into this. No, 1 second. I want to focus on what's happening now. I want to focus on what's happening. 1 second, Harish, 1 second. 1 second. Let's come back to the current.
Let's come back to the numbers of right now.
Yes.
We are not.
No, 1 second, guys, gentlemen.
The campaign is over. The campaign is over, gentlemen. We are looking at the results coming in. Look at the results. 101 for TVK. What does that signify to you?
No, but Harish, 1 second. You have to accept the mandate of the people of Tamil Nadu. No, fair enough. But this, did you expect your party will be number 3?
What kind of bizarre
your party is number 3, sir.
That is
your government has been rejected.
Whether TVK is going with the Sanghis, whatever the
No, come on, guys. Don't use pejorative terms. No, don't use these pejorative terms. Please, 1 second. No, I'm asking you about the vote today, the mandate today. Please stop talk about the mandate today. The people of Tamil Nadu have rejected your party. That's the result.
Sir, Zaka, give me one second. Give me a fair 30 minutes.
Yeah.
TVK's ideology is EVR Periyar number one.
They have not voted for that.
They are going with Sangh ideology. No. Even the TVK, even if they form a government, they come with the same Dravidian ideology. So don't say those kind of stuff that the India should be barred from Tamil Nadu.
Okay,
that is not the DMK's ideology.
No, but Karan, let's stick to today. I think it's a rejection of the incumbent government.
We stand on ideology.
We can say this
Electoral
seconds you have to
electoral defeat and
I get to
win is not cannot
work
work
like
like
Harish,
This can't
you've
be.
spoken.
Yeah,
allow him to counter 30 seconds.
9th August 1944, EVR's letter to Jinnah, we want to separate from India and from Dravida Naidu. Shameful letter. Does he have the guts to condemn this? Don't get so perturbed. I have the letter right in front of me. So please, let's talk facts.
Karan Verma, 1 minute, hear me out. We are in 2026. We are in 2026. Not interested right now to debate 1944.
I think the Prime Minister will be at the BJP headquarters tonight at 7 p.m. One second, let's bring the focus back to Bengal, because for the BJP, if this result holds, I remember the Prime Minister on the day that BJP won Bihar, he said, Ganga to Bengal se bhi behti hai.
Bilkul.
And I think today, he's proven right. The BJP would have managed to breach Fortress Bengal for the first time in its history. And this is...
They said Parivartan, Bengal heard it and Tamil Nadu also heard it. And they did the Parivartan.
Well, the point is, there was 1 minute,
Mystery
gentlemen.
is misused.
That's the only resort we have.
I only want to make one point. And
EVM,
Sujata and Balanji, if you do not talk in between yourselves, then viewers can hear you. The only point we want to make right now is, there are 5 election results on the board here. Not results, leads as of now. In Bengal, please look at the BJP number 176, TMC at 114. In Assam, BJP at 96. Remember, last time around the BJP was at 60. This is the 3rd time that they go in. Pro-incumbency actually increases the mandate, and I think nobody has acknowledged so far the kind of phenomenon Himanta Biswa Sarma has been on the ground by improving a 2-time government's performance, 60-60 in both previous elections, 96 this time. I think this is Himanta Biswa Sarma all the way. This is his mandate. Of course, the BJP. Let me get now to the biggest story that is unfolding in Tamil Nadu. DMK party number 3, 54. AIA-DMK at 77. TVK at 103. And this is where the story is. This man is the new Thalaiva. This is the new Thalaiva coming up. What Rajnikant failed to do, Vijay has done. And that has to be given to Vijay, that he's come from behind. There was space, Madhav. There was space, there was a vacuum. People were tired of the Dravidian parties. He has become the alternative.
Navika, we've seen this happen in New Delhi. We've seen this happen in Punjab, where a new entrant comes in and actually gets the mandate. Will Vijay be able to do it? People were skeptical because he doesn't have the cadre, he doesn't have the political experience. But it's clear that there were 2 things. His popularity, and as compared to the other film stars, like for instance Kamal Hassan, Vijay's at the peak of his popularity. He's just 51 years old, as opposed to Kamal Hassan, who's perhaps towards the end of his career. And given his popularity, that has been able to translate into votes. That number of 103, the numbers that I have, it's actually a bit higher at 106, and therefore it's been going up.
Wow.
It was around 99 to 100, it's at 106. Can this number eventually settle closer to the halfway mark, which is 117 in Tamil Nadu? That's going to be a big question.
Can the DMK in that case break and join TVK? It's all happening. Joining us is former Law Minister Ashwini Kumar. Ashwini Kumar ji, winds of change in Bengal, winds of change in Tamil Nadu, a new phenomenon taking place. BJP wins. Assam comprehensively increases its pro-incumbency mandate. What do you think is happening? And the Congress, of course, gets Kerala. What do you think is the message of this election?
On the whole, Navika, the message of this election is that Indian democracy, particularly electoral democracy, has deepened. The people have turned out in large numbers to assert their will. and DMK results clearly show an assertion of popular will with a party which is less than 2 years old, without any organizational structure, sweeping the state from the indicative results, which means that elections are always driven by the moment's emotions of the day. As for the West Bengal and Assam, clearly, and you can't deny that and you must give them credit, BJP has succeeded not only in identifying itself with the mood for change, but also has succeeded in directing that mood in a particular direction through sheer hard work over the last several months, through intensive campaigning and a very well structured organization.
You don't think the Election Commission has had a role to play, as Mamata Banerjee has been alleging?
Well, I don't know what is the impact of the deletions, whether those deletions were right or wrong. You could also argue to the contrary that the earlier victories were on account of votes which ought not to have been there. So I don't know. I don't want to comment on that, but for the moment, let us congratulate those who have won, and let us also felicitate those who have lost for a valiant fight that they have put up. The most surprising element in this entire election for me, I had a gut feeling that TVK will do very, very well. But he will do that well, nobody knew. Which really means what? Which means that there is a voters' fatigue. People are fed up with the old hypocrisies which have been there for the last several decades. Both Dravidian parties have had a very strong base, and I don't think they are going to wither away. I do not believe that one defeat will lead to the withering away of these parties. They've had a huge history there. However, the winds of change are clearly for all to see. But somebody says this is a tectonic shift in the political consciousness of the country. Yes, but I would like to summarize and say this is, on an overall basis, the BJP's moment. BJP has emerged as the dominant party of the day, with the Prime Minister being the most dominant leader and a charismatic leader. You may agree with some of his policies, you may disagree with that. But the fact is that repeatedly people are holding out for him. And they have also, people say, well, in Madras they have not been able to breach the southern citadel. The fact is that their vote share will increase even in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, which I think is a very significant achievement for the BJP.
Well, that's a pragmatic view. Thank you very much, Ashwini Kumarji, because really it is, if you look at it that way, the BJP's moment, and you can't take away from the BJP the fact that it has increased its vote share. And Siddharth, can you tell us the vote share for the BJP or the NDA in Kerala as well, and does that hypothesis really bear out?
So currently we see the BJP actually leading in one seat in Kerala, and that's the one with Rajiv Chandrasekhar. This is the Nemmam constituency.
By the way, the only time BJP had one MLA in the Kerala
2006.
was also in Nemmam. It's the same
Yes.
seat, the Nemmam seat. So currently they're leading in one.
And
the vote share?
Yeah, I'll check the vote share in just a bit, but as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, the BJP had been contesting 27 seats. Remember that they managed to increase their vote share by going solo in the 2024 elections. Of course, they did not win any seat, but they managed to increase their state vote share to about 11.2%. And right now, we currently see the BJP leading in 2 seats in Tamil Nadu, in Udagamandalam or Ooty, where they're currently leading by a margin of about 4,296 votes, and in Nagarkoil, where MR Gandhi is currently leading by 530 odd votes, with still another 15 rounds of counting to go.
I also want to go across to Gayatri from the AIDMK. I believe America Narayanan of the TVK is also joining us. Mr. Narayanan, I mean, this is a runaway, absolute runaway by a new party, a less than 2-year-old party, currently at 104 seats. Now the question that's being asked is, will Vijay join hands with the ADMK, keep out the DMK, keep out the Congress, keep out the BJP, and form the next government in Tamil Nadu?
What I said 2 days back has come to true. I said there is going to be a death knell for the so-called Dravidian module and Dravidian parties in Tamil Nadu in your TV. That has come to be true, number one. Number two, honestly, I have to say, I did not expect this kind of a win. No, I have always told in the TV, looking at the people's eyes, the truth and the whole truth. And this is a massive mandate Tamil Nadu people have consistently voted for a single party government. So your question of whether they need ADMK support is going to be seen. As of right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they pass the 118 mark.
Okay, we're just getting some breaking news, so allow me this. Vijay has now summoned all his winning candidates. Right now, 104, it could go up to 115. If we can also try and see if we can get a reporter. All of them have been summoned to Chennai. Soumit is there. Soumit, what information do you have? Vijay is now worried that his party might break. He's calling all the winning candidates to his residence in Chennai.
Well, with TVK going up over 100 seats and leading on several seats across the constituencies in Tamil Nadu, now Vijay has called for a immediate meeting with all the candidates immediately after the counting is concluded. So all the MLAs, Vijay's team is in touch with all the candidates, and they are right now speaking to the MLA candidates, and they have been asked to immediately report to the Chennai immediately after the counting is done. So we'll have to wait and see how this turns up. We have just heard to the Mr. Narayanan was clearly seen saying that even Gerald has spoken to the Times Now, and even other TVK leaders have spoken to the Times Now. They have clearly stated that they are getting the mandate and they'll be not joining hands with any other party. So we'll have to wait for some time from now. So how things will turn up for the TVK, how things will turn up for the AIDMK. Already we are reporting from the AIDMK where huge followers have gathered. They are waiting for the results to be concluded. So similarly, at the TVK office also, and also at the Vijay's residence, security has been briefed up, and all these signs indicating towards TVK and AIDMK will be emerging as the number one and number two parties, and whether TVK will have the magic figure, whether they will be needing any support from the AIDMK, that has to be seen. But now all the MLA candidates of the TVK have been summoned. They've been asked to immediately report to the Chennai, whether to the Vijay's residence or to the TVK office. We'll have to wait and see.
Thomas,
so all the MLAs have been
we'll come back to you. So we have the vote share breakup as well. TVK is now at 38.18% vote share. 38% vote share. DMK at 23, Congress at 3%, ADMK also at 23, BJP at 3%. The DMK's vote share has slipped by 15 percentage points compared to 2021. In 2021, they were 38%. Today, they are at 23%. It's a massive fall. ADMK's vote share has fallen by 10% from 33% in 2021 to 23% currently. So Vijay has eaten into both DMK and ADMK, but he's hurt DMK much more, to the extent of 15% as opposed to 10% for the AIDMK.
38% that you mentioned, Zaka, is Vijay as well as others, including a lot of independents in the fray. The Election Commission of India has not segregated that vote share, so we'll have to wait and see as to what specifically Vijay's vote share is. But right now, all indications, it's about 25 to 27%. Now, at least one round of voting has concluded in 232 out of 234 constituencies in the state of Tamil Nadu. And as per the Election Commission's website, we currently see the TVK leading in 104 seats. 104 out of 132, so they may not necessarily make the halfway mark at this juncture.
Yeah.
So clearly we're looking at certain post-poll machinations coming.
And this is the first time. This is the first time that in Tamil Nadu politics we don't have a clear mandate. Normally, Tamil Nadu is known for a clear mandate with a sharp edge to Vijay, and he might still get it. But if he doesn't get it, then...
You made an excellent point there, Navika, because between the 1960s to 2006, you had a trend in Tamil Nadu where one party would win decisively or one alliance would win decisively. 2006 broke that trend because Vijay Kant ended up eating into the vote share of both the DMK and the AIDMK, and Karunanidhi had to form a minority government with the Congress. So this will be the first time since 2006 where you have...
20 years later.
Vijay Kant in 2006 and in 2026 it's Vijay. Both films started at the same time. But just to get the numbers...
Standing as a stumbling block to the Vijay of the other
of the other
Dravidian
two.
party.
And is this the sunset for the Dravidian ideology? Is a very, very serious question, because TVK is far ahead of both the Dravidian parties, AIDMK and the DMK. And I want to just add that if you look at it from the alliance perspective, not just the party numbers, DMK was at 45.81%, which has come down by around 14 points to 31.26. And those numbers, of course, changing with the numbers that are coming in. AIDMK 42.07%, and this is again AIDMK alliance down to 29.56%. But still AIDMK is doing better, even though the percentage of votes may be less, but it must still, in terms of the seats, when you compare it, AIDMK far better. But TVK, eating into 32.77%. When we spoke before elections, many were saying, how will he get more than 25%? How is he ever going to breach 30%? That's impossible. But very clearly, all those who are poo-pooing Vijay now will have to eat humble pie, given the fact that he's been able to do so phenomenally.
He's decimated them. And Gayatri Raghuram of the AIADMK joining the broadcast. And Gayatri Raghuram, Vijay is the storm that has hit Tamil Nadu. Politics in Tamil Nadu headed for a change. Is the AIADMK reaching out to Vijay? If he's short of the halfway mark, is the AIADMK going to do business with the TVK?
It's too soon for us to say anything right now, or for TVK to celebrate. We have to wait and watch what's going to happen. And we are confident. I think the rurals are going to be more supportive to AIADMK, because TVK and DMK, when it comes to, they are all attracting only cinema people votes. When it comes to AIADMK, we are attracting farmers, because we believe in farmers and all the laborers who Edapadiyar has always supported them. So definitely we will see some difference after 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
If these results stay the way they are, two parties have to come together. There is no way anyone else can form a government. And the only two parties, the most logical choice would be for AIADMK and TVK to come together, because TVK has more numbers than you presume the Chief Minister will be Mr. Vijay. But there is no other possibility. There's no other permutation, combination possible. All right, I think we've lost that. Yeah,
see,
go on.
Right now we are looking at like 2 lakh voters, and every single vote is important for election. And right now we are looking at 30,000 votes and 40,000 votes. We still have another 1,50,000 votes. So we have to wait and watch what's going to happen.
Okay,
so right
we'll
now,
wait and watch. But Tuhin Sinha also joining the broadcast. And Tuhin Sinha, while you celebrate West Bengal and Assam, do you think your alliance in Tamil Nadu may be facing some strain, because Vijay likely to do business with ADMK, certainly not with the BJP? You've tried everything from ED to CBI, but it hasn't really worked.
Well, good morning, Navika ji. Good morning, everybody. Insofar as Tamil Nadu is concerned, while we had identified the anger against DMK very correctly, it seems that TVK took the advantage better than what we could. But that does not change the alliance between AIA, DMK and us. The NDA alliance is very strong. So we will wait and see what holds, how things pan out in Tamil Nadu. But yes, so far as Bengal is concerned, it's an out-and-out rejection of the Diamond Harbour model of extortion, of intimidation of voters. And I think
visuals of Vijay inside his residence.
This is his father. This is his father, Mr. Chandrasekhar. Is a film producer. His family there hugging. He just went to a temple, a very famous temple this morning. He's just come back home, and you can understand the kind of exhilaration that his family is feeling right now. Remember, he's taken on the entrenched two major Dravidian parties, and he's come out on top. Today belongs to his son. His son will become the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
Well, I'm also welcoming Anand Ranganathan back into the studio. Congratulations. 2 landslides and 2 slides is what you said. And that's exactly what the result is.
So my new innings as a psephologist
have you engaged the services of the astrologer of Vijay?
Astronomer, not astrologer. But can I say with Vijay now moving into the politics, I think one hero vacancy is there, so maybe
you are headed there. Ranganathan can definitely capture the imagination. Well, Ashwini, the manner in which the DMK is gone, is the Congress kicking itself in its shins not for having gone with Vijay before when there was time?
I don't think you should regret the decision you have taken before the polls, and because those are decisions taken based on the interest of that point of time. Having said that, I think still it's too early now because 2-3 rounds just over. I mean, hardly 10-15% vote has been counted. There are plenty to go. Let's at least 50% cross.
When will you say votes are still being counted?
50% to cross करने दो.
But there is a big story unfolding here. In winners, you'll have, 89 of the TVK, but at second number, TVK is leading on 60 seats as the number 2 with very thin margins.
That is where the things are up for grabs over here. If it manages to convert a chunk of these seats, for instance, they get about 25 of these seats, then their numbers are very clearly there to form the government. They're in position. But what is also important, Avika, is to look at the fact that DMK, while it is only winning 47 now, also is runner-up in another 101 seats. So will the DMK be able to convert it, or will the TMK get the momentum? That's the big question at this point of time. TVK clearly seems to be in a position to, be closest to forming government in terms of the numbers, but it's not over till it's over.
So the AIDMK is number 3 in terms of the runner-up position.
So AIDMK's numbers at around 70 are going to stabilize, because this is what it won last time around as well, if you remember. Okay. Its numbers were around in the 70s, mid-70s. As a runner-up, it's not really likely to pick up much. But it is, in fact, the TVK and DMK which are in a close race as far as the runners-up are concerned. And DMK will be hoping that it's able to restrain TVK to around 100 so that it has, but it's still not in a position anywhere to form the government, because it's just at 47.
What happens, JVC, if TVK does not need anybody? What happens to the two Dravidian parties?
It all depends upon how much Patali Makal Kachi is going to get, how much Congress is going to get, how much AMMK is going to get. See, all these smaller parties, if they are able to say 20, then TVK might as well form the government. Although I do agree with our friend that there are only 3 rounds over, 2 rounds over.
Left on that side?
Yeah, gentlemen, I was supposed to tell him. See, after I tweeted it, tagging Rajiv Gandhi, and told a lot of Congress leaders also, this is a chance after 1967 for Congress party to share power. Here is a man who's calling, anybody come and accept my leadership, I'm going to give you ministerial positions. Deputy Chief Minister, Congress Party.
JVC, one second, JVC, the interesting thing is not one party, any major or minor party in Tamil Nadu allied with him.
Yes.
Today they all have egg on their face. Not a single party allied with him. Today he's the single largest party. He's the next Chief Minister.
He's done it. And I think, to be honest with you, JV, even you would admit this, that at that hindsight is of course 2020.
Correct.
But as you said, I mean, there were many psephologists who weren't even giving 1 seat to TVK.
Yeah.
See, not one.
Well, I also want to now set the cat amongst the pigeons. Folklore tells us that Prashant Kishore was doing the advice for Vijay. Do you think this time around, once again, it is Prashant Kishore who has strategized this, Rashid Kidwai?
No. Prashant had been telling me, for instance, for over a year that, Vijay is a man to watch out for, and of course he was doing so. Prashant Kishore as a poll strategist has remained intact, and Prashant Kishore as a politician has failed and faltered. And here was a kind of opportunity in a platter for the Congress, and Rahul Gandhi, as I mentioned that he privately says that he made a mistake. I think the Congress has the grace to accept that it made a blunder. The BJP would never admit a mistake.
No, but what can they do now? They have no seats, they have no MLAs.
Now what JVC is saying, that's the only possibility, that whatever 3, 4, 5, 6 Congress has, they can always...
They don't have 3, 4, 5, 6. They have currently 2 seats that they're leading in. No, my point is, the only possibility, I don't know what the PMK stand will be. Again, Mr. Ramdas and Vijay had a running feud. So I'm not sure whether it's an open feud. So I'm not sure whether there is any love lost between them. I think the only possibility is for ADMK and Vijay to come together, at least in terms of numbers. Otherwise, it will be a very unstable coalition. And to be fair, Vijay's attacks throughout the campaign were against the DMK. He didn't even acknowledge the ADMK, so he can turn around and say, you know, it's an anti-incumbent vote, let's come together, keep the DMK.
But then the question is, who will, whatever the alliance be, who do you think is going to be the chief minister?
It has to be Vijay. It has to be.
That's what I mean.
There's no other.
There's
no other question.
With 102 seats, there is no question. There is no vacancy for the chief minister.
But we also need to ask is, actor we know, hero we know, supporting role we don't know.
Will there even be the need? Will there even be the need for a post-poll alliance? Because in some of the seats that TVK was actually trailing and was runner-up, it's now come in the ascendancy. And right now you have a situation where the TVK is leading in 108 seats. It had been trailing behind the AIDMK in some of those seats. It appears to be now gaining ground. There could be every possibility of the TVK even perhaps winning 117 at the end of it.
Well, if that happens, then once again, we are in the pre-2006 era where it's been clear mandates always. It's all happening. And if you have a runner-up position on 60 seats, chances are that few of these will convert. And if you are at 100, sitting pretty at 100, and some of the runner-up seats convert for you, well, you are just smiling all the way to the poll bank.
Can I just add something? You look at all the actors and actresses who have survived in Tamil Nadu politics. The successful ones have survived for decades.
Yeah.
So this is the start of an innings. If Vijay plays his cards well, we are looking at 15, 20 years ahead.
This could be the Vijay.
Come from for Vijay. One second, let me just break this down for our viewers. Where will those extra numbers come from? What JVC was saying, the point that he is making is very significant for the simple reason that if you look at the alliances themselves, all of these numbers are not DMK, ADMK. Of the 76 of ADMK, for instance, only 66 are ADMK. So how many will the PMK get? How many will the AMMK get? How many will the Tamil Mandala Congress get? That is going to be very important to see. And if they are getting 10 seats over here, and if the DMK allies, apart from DMK getting 39, remember that DMK is at 50. So this will include Congress. This will include the other allies, including VCK and others as well. So there are about 20 so seats. Yeah. But the point is, there are roughly about 20 such seats which they could possibly look at, or Vijay could potentially look at. Maybe not with Anbarmani Ramdas and others, but who are the others who he can potentially tie up with?
See, he will definitely go with Congress party. VCK would offer support to him. Communists could offer support to him because each of the communist parties could win 1 or 2 seats.
Yeah.
So, and don't forget the fact that those allies were complaining about the treatment
by
of the DMK.
And most of them said on Saturday that we will look at what kind of a government will get formed after the results.
Well, may I tell you trivia that may be well a headline. It is Trisha's birthday today.
Yes.
Is Tamil Nadu the gift?
One of your friends One of your friend M.R. Venkatesh had been telling for the last 1 week to me that 2 Shahs will decide who is the chief minister of Tamil Nadu. One is Amit Shah and another is Trisha.
Well,
see, once she said she want to become a chief minister. About 3 months back, Trisha said no, several years back.
Now is that a birthday gift that you're saying that you will give?
Well, we'll wait and watch for that. But even as we are speaking about these results, the election commission case continues to be on in Supreme Court for why central observers are being appointed. Now, talk of the Trinamool Congress not giving up any time soon and the election commission being dragged there. The Chief Justice of India said voting is over, counting will be over by evening. What remains? Let the election commission look into it. But the petitioner, that is TMC's advocate, says there was violence in 2021 after counting 2. Let a retired Supreme Court judge monitor the situation. So they are already asking for a Supreme Court judge to monitor the situation. And Chief Justice says the High Court is best equipped to deal with local issues, leaving it at that. So the Trinamool Congress not giving up. I wonder what they're saying, Karan, about the fact that some CCTVs had gone blank. At the moment, we're not hearing too much about that.
So, Narika ji, we're going to see a similar thing to what, Donald Trump did when he lost the 2020 elections. They're going to deny, then they're going to, I don't know, I hope, things remain safe there. But what a victory for the BJP. I mean, yes, Vijay is the man of the moment today, but 185, I mean, credit to the people. You know, they used to say about the Bhadralok that people don't turn out in numbers. In certain areas, we saw voter turnout increase of 20%. And it's shown up. The fortress of Kolkata and around has been breached. What they said, this is Mamta's fortress. That has completely been decimated.
The presidency fortress. Yeah. And once again, another number that has been held up, which is, Siddharth, that every time it has been a bumper voting, it has led to a change in government. 2011, we saw that when left parties were thrown out and Trinamool Congress stormed in. This time around, 93% voting and the BJP storms in. 185. Did anybody ever imagine this, Sujata?
I think people of Bengal imagined it. And I think people of Bengal are sure that they know India, who's insider, who's outsider, who is not Dada, who's not Didi. They have decided that Dada wins the mandate. Also, I think, like I said, Parivartan Sansar ka niyam hai, they said Parivartan karo. And they have done the Parivartan and everybody said 90 lakhs voters deleted. 90% voter turnout happened, and they showed this is what happens when you ignore what is happening on the ground.
Navika,
when you ignore...
breaking up. I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but this is exactly what we were discussing. And Dharni has just spoken to top leaders of both the CPI and CPM. They are surprised by TVK's performance, but they have not denied when they are asked if there's a post-poll alliance that's possible. They've said we have to wait and see. The party high command will take suggestions from functionaries and then take a decision. Remember TVK, look at it. The numbers increased to 112, 112. So they just need 5 more seats. Dharni is with us. Let's go across to Dharni. Just a second. Let's go across to Dharni, who's getting us that update. Dharni, this is very significant. Just 5 short. Does the left have those 5 seats that Vijay needs to form the government? Dharni?
Well, definitely it is a very crucial juncture, and we spoke to 2 top leaders from both CPI and CPIM each. Both are the office bearers of the parties in their respective parties, and both of them, they do not deny the possibility of a post-poll coalition. In fact, we already know for a fact that both the left parties, they are pretty much disappointed with the DMK when it comes to seat sharing. Both of them demanded at least 6 seats from the DMK, but the DMK did not give them that, and they've openly expressed their disappointment on multiple occasions even after the elections. And now the 4 leaders that we spoke to, 2 from CPI and 2 from CPIM, all of them, they are not denying the possibility of a post-poll alliance. And when asked, in case if Vijay needs support from outside, will the left party support? This was the question that we exactly asked to them, and they say that the High Command should decide. It is not an absolute no. They say that the High Command will convene a meeting of all the important functionaries, and during that meeting, if the functionaries feel that we have to extend a support to TVK, then that is what we have to do. So it is up to the High Command's decision. But for now, what we can say is that we cannot completely deny is what they are telling. So this is definitely a very big update, because there is already speculation that the relationship between the left parties and the DMK has started straining during the seat sharing negotiation phase. That the left parties are pretty much disappointed. But we also have to remember that Vijay, he offered a coalition government 3-4 months before polls. Like whoever is allying with him, they'll be part of the government. He'll be ready to share power, is what he had told. But despite Vijay openly agreeing for a sharing power, no political party has so far agreed to be in alliance with Vijay Samlagvechi Kalagam. But looking at the numbers
stay with us
now,
because the visuals of sweets being distributed at the TVK headquarters. We have those pictures. I believe we can quickly play out those pictures of the TVK headquarters.
Those pictures, it says something about all the political parties in Tamil Nadu. He had made an open offer to any of the parties. Come join me, we'll share power. Not one of them turned up.
CPI is winning 2.
And CPM
is winning 1. Indian Union Muslim League is winning 1. Vidudalai Charitakal is winning 1. Amamuka is winning 1. DMDK is winning 1. Congress could be 4 or 5.
So all of them put together.
For 120, they'll cross 125.
But why did none of these parties predict that this would be the result today?
See, I think what had happened is, after Karur, between Karur and December, there was a lot of momentum for TVK. Even in one of the first trackers, I gave 22 seats for TVK. But after that lull, complete lull, Jananayagam movie not released till April first week, there was lull. It is the last 10 days that the storm has...
Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP is now joining us. Sudhanshu ji, बहुत बधाई. Bengal mein it's a sweep. Kamal khil gaya Bengal mein. 190 is the number that we are looking at right now. What would you attribute this to? Parivartan finally ho gaya Bengal mein?
Actually, whatever we have achieved right now, the trends which are showing, it shows that there is a tide in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party. जिसे हिंदी में कहेंगे बंग भूमि में राष्ट्रवाद की तरंग उठ रही है, परंतु जब ये अंतिम परिणाम आएंगे तो ये तरंग का ज्वार सुनामी में बदलता हुआ दिखाई पड़ेगा. But what I would like to attribute, I will just remind you of two incidences. One, in 2014, after we got clear majority, and in Uttar Pradesh we got 73 seats. At the time, Amit Shah ji has not become party president. In a closed-door meeting, he has said that after the tumultuous victory of Uttar Pradesh, the next target is West Bengal. So it is 12 years planning and consistent work. Second example I would like to remind, after the victory of 2014, Shri Rajnath Singh ji told me, at the time he was Home Minister and Party President both, उन्होंने आके हमसे ये बात कही कि भाई पहली मीटिंग हुई और उन्होंने कहा मोदी जी तो गजब हैं, इतनी बड़ी विक्ट्री के बाद सिर्फ ये बैठ के बात नहीं हो रही थी कि हमने जीत लिया, बड़ा भारी काम कर लिया. 2019 एंड ऑनवर्ड्स हम किन स्टेट्स में अपनी सीटें बढ़ा सकते हैं, उसका पूरा रोड मैप ऑफ प्लानिंग डिस्कस हो रही थी. एंड 2 स्टेट्स वर कंसीडर्ड पोटेंशियल, दैट वाज उड़ीसा एंड वेस्ट बंगाल. So of the last 12 years of consistent effort, planning of our top leadership, हमारे सैकड़ों कार्यकर्ताओं ने अपनी जान गंवाई है. They sacrificed their life. They have faced atrocities and still they have not wavered. And after subsequently in last several years, whosoever is working from here, whether it was Amit Malvi ji or Sunil Bansal ji, and at present the leadership of West Bengal, Shubhendu Adhikari ji, Shamik Bhattacharya ji, जो हमारे previous presidents रहे, सुकांतो मजूमदार जी, दिलीप घोष जी, even राहुल सिन्हा के जमाने से भी हम लोग संघर्ष करते चले आ रहे थे, उन सारी चीजों में and last, this has been the free and fair election. Bengal has become habitual of witnessing the election which sees several murders. In 2018 there were 75 killings. For the first time the election has been conducted peacefully without a single killing. So no violence, full transparency, complete CCTV coverage. So the people has got an opportunity. Even they made up their mind the last time, but this time they have come out and a decisive voting and a decisive mandate. और फिर मैं ये भी कहना चाहूंगा कि राष्ट्रवाद और विकास की गंगा गंगोत्री से प्रारंभ होती है उत्तराखंड, हरिद्वार के बाद उत्तर प्रदेश में आती है और संगम में उत्तर प्रदेश में जमुना जी से मिलती है, फिर बिहार आती है और वहां से गंगा सागर का एक पैच रह गया था. अब मैं कह सकता हूं गंगोत्री से गंगा सागर तक राष्ट्रवाद और विकास की अविरल गंगा बहती हुई दिखाई पड़ रही है. यह इन चुनावों का संकेत है. एंड वन मोर थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू से, इफ दीज रिजल्ट्स settle down in the present format, this is a third paradigm shift in Indian politics. First paradigm shift was 1991 when BJP got clear majority in Uttar Pradesh. That became the first state which was the epicenter of Muslim politics, where AMU is there, Deoband is there, Lucknow is there, and the entire Muslim mafia, Abu Salim, Chota Shakil, Mukhtar Ansari, Atiq Ahmed, all was there. But BJP formed the government not because of, not without their support, without their opposition. Second paradigm shift for 2002 Gujarat, that the entire ecosystem tried to fail out, and there is a term that the Hindutva lab will be dismantled. We won. Now this is the third paradigm shift, and it is giving a signal that if you go overboard, there is a established template of the opposition parties, which will be better to say in Hindi कि हिंदुओं को जात में लड़ाओ, मुसलमानों को सर पे चढ़ाओ, उसके बाद सत्ता पे कब्जा जमाओ, फिर परिवार के लिए पैसा कमाओ, और फिर ज्यादा हो तो विदेश में घूम के आओ, 4 भारत विरोधियों से मिलकर आओ, उसके बाद 4 बयान देकर और यहां पर सुर्खियां बटोरो. So this was an established template that
सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी,
giving my personal.
सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, अगर आपका इशारा राहुल गांधी की तरफ था तो राहुल गांधी की पार्टी केरला में तो जीत गई, तो आपका जो एक रेटरिक का एक बड़ा हिस्सा था कि 100 सेंचुरी ऑफ डिफीट्स, वो तो कहीं ना कहीं अब रुक गया ना?
नहीं, जो आपने कहा उस पर भी मैं कहना चाहता हूं. Since last around 50 years, there was a consistent trend in Kerala, once LDF, once UDF. Last time LDF was in power, so it was a turn of UDF to come into power. But UDF couldn't. Why? Because Rahul Gandhi was MP from there. Now Rahul Gandhi is not MP from there. It is Priyanka Gandhi who is MP from there. So UDF got the chance. So there has to be some bad omen with Rahul Gandhi ji. जिसे हिंदी में कहते हैं जहां जहां चरण पड़े राहुल के तहता बंटा धार. So till Rahul Gandhi was officially associated in Kerala, Congress was not having the good fortune. The moment he got detached. And one more thing. This election has proved that the India alliance
ये ज्यादती है आपकी. You are being unfair to Rahul Gandhi. आप वेस्ट बंगाल में राहुल गांधी की ट्वीट और उसके स्टेटमेंट को इतना भाव दे रहे थे जब उन्होंने कहा कि बिकॉज ऑफ ममता बनर्जी करप्शन बीजेपी, वो तो आपने बहुत इस्तेमाल कर लिया. बाकी आप राहुल गांधी को कहीं मानने को तैयार नहीं है. ये दोहरा मापदंड नहीं है.
नहीं, हम मानने को तैयार नहीं है. नाविका जी ऐसा नहीं है. बताइए, नेम ए सिंगल एलाई हु हैज कॉल्ड फॉर राहुल गांधी मीटिंग. राहुल गांधी की सभा के लिए डीएमके ने डिमांड किया क्या? ममता से तो वो लड़ी ली है, वहां लेफ्ट से अगेंस्ट में लड़ रहे थे. बताइए, तो आसाम में डिमांड किया गया क्या? Nowhere there was a demand for Rahul Gandhi's program, as there was a hankering for Modi ji's program in all over the states. और राहुल गांधी जी, अब जहां तक to the best of my knowledge, he is in Muscat today, and in the mid of Bengal election he was in Great Nicobar, more interested in stopping India's project there, about which Hu Jintao, the then president of China in 2003, has said that the state of Malacca is going to be their biggest bottleneck. And on that point, India is developing a port. For that, he is going against it. So that creates a clear, dubious, a very suspicious element about his stand. So from Nicobar to Muscat, he is roaming.
ये भी बताइए, you have breached Bengal Eastern Fortress, आपने breach कर दी. What about Tamil Nadu? वहाँ पे क्या गलत होगा?
Tamil Nadu में I would like to say Tamil Nadu politics is having a strong element of personality politics. So one thing is very clear and categorical, that DMK has seen a decisive decline because they were neck deep in corruption, and even the law and order was also not good, and they have become a tool in the hands of anti-India forces. This Hindu dharma is a virus, malaria, etc., dengue, others. Too much family fiefdom. In order to cover up that, they tried all sort of tactics to divert on the so-called ideological issues like the fight between Hindi and Tamil, fight between North and South, and the anti-Hindu, anti-North, anti-stand. But the people had decided to throw them out. I think because of the personality angle, since after the demise of Jayalalitha ji, AIA DMK was not having that type of towering personality. So Vijay might have got that advantage. So the anti-DMK space, in terms of politics, was taken by AIA-DMK, but in terms of personality, it was filled by Vivek.
No, so now it's a situation where he's about 5 or 6 seats short of majority. Will you support him if he asks for your support? Will your alliance partner, the ADMK, support? Because it looks like he has to get support from somewhere to form the next government.
No, I think let the final results come, and then whatever the final numeric quantification of the figures will come, then accordingly decided. But one thing is very clear. He has got a very significant mandate, but now it is for him to prove what sort of control and what sort of planning, what sort of policies he will be having. Because there are several examples in Indian politics that despite massive mandate, you must have a clear-cut planning, background, policy also. So it is too early to say anything, and till the final results has been officially declared, then anything can be said finally.
Okay.
सुधांशु जी एक सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ आपसे. ये जो टीवीके ने वहां चीफ मिनिस्टर और डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर के बैस्टियंस को तमिलनाडु में ब्रीच कर दिया है, आपकी लड़ाई भवानीपुर पर अभी चल रही है. असम में आपका मैंडेट पहले से ज्यादा बड़ा हो गया है, और तृणमूल कांग्रेस आज भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में इलेक्शन कमीशन को चैलेंज कर रही है. ये जो पूरा माहौल है देश का, इसे आप शायराना अंदाज में कैसे कहेंगे?
इसको मैं एक शेर में कहना चाहूंगा those who were living in the paradise, or rather than, but it should not be worded, fool's paradise of 20th century, those clock has been stuck in 50, 60 years back, that they will sail through anti-North campaign, they will sail through anti-Hindi campaign, they will sail through anti-India campaign. Rahul Gandhi has been mesmerized with caste divide, अगला पिछड़ा लड़ा देंगे और ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा, an established template. In every Indian state, there is a Muslim population 10 to 12% to 30%. Get those chunk with an utter nefarious design of minority achievement. Then divide the Hindu society in caste and get a support of one or two castes. जिसे कहते हैं ना, हिंदुओं को जात में लड़ाओ और उसके बाद मुसलमानों को सर पे चढ़ाओ. This template they are still relying upon, but unfortunately the so-called secular template is not working. तो इसे शेयर में कहना चाहूंगा कि ये जिस कश्ती पे सवार होकर इस दरिया को पार करना चाह रहे हैं, तो मैं इन दलों के लिए कहूंगा कि कश्ती भी नहीं बदली, दरिया भी नहीं बदला, पर इन डूबने वालों का जज्बा भी नहीं बदला. है शौक सफर ऐसा, एक उम्र हुई हमने, मंजिल भी नहीं पाई, रास्ता भी नहीं बदला.
All right. On that note, Sudhanshu ji, बहुत dhanyawad. Thank you very much. Please do join us in the evening as well. I believe there will be big celebration at the BJP headquarters. The Prime Minister is expected around 7 o'clock in the evening in the BJP headquarters. But look at the numbers stacking up in Tamil Nadu. In JBC, you are saying these smaller parties, you feel that many of them, irrespective of whether they are NDA alliance partners or UPA, they will go with Vijay.
Rekha, if I can just take you through the exact breakup of those numbers. Now, we look at AIDMK, it's at 62, DMK at 41, and this is, of course, the big number of TVK 110. Look at the Congress. Congress is at 5. Here you have BJP, which is at 3. You have PMK, which is, in fact, at 6 seats. You have IUML, which has 1 seat. You have AMMK, TTV Dinakaran, which is at 1 seat. You have CPI at 2 seats. VCK as well as DMDK, CPM all have 1 seat. So if you look at it, there is a large number of, potential allies for Vijay to pick from. So I don't think he will have much of a difficulty in forming that
choice
government.
Right
exactly.
now, the menu card is in front of him. He can choose who he wants to have for lunch and dinner. But at the moment, I just want to go back memory lane and just play out a soundbite of Amit Shah, the man who crafted Bengal's victory. He's been there last, I think, 3 elections. It's been almost as if Bengal was an obsession, a mission that he wanted to accomplish. Let's listen into what he said. Prophetic words there.
4 मई को सुबह काउंटिंग चालू होगी. 8 बजे बैलेट बॉक्स खुलना शुरू होगा. 9 बजे पहला राउंड, 10 बजे दूसरा राउंड, 1 बजे काउंटिंग समाप्त और बीबी दीदी टाटा गुड बाय. भाई
156 in the election commission right now. Majority 8 BJP.
Well, prophetic words there, Anand.
This is a story of 2 Chanakyas. One Chanakya predicted it, the other Chanakya scripted it.
Oh my God, you're calling yourself Chanakya.
No.
Just how humble you have been.
Not me.
Because you did say 2 landslides and 2 slides, so...
I meant today's Chanakya exit pollster, and Amit Shah is the Chanakya.
Let's not forget one more thing.
Niladni, are you still waiting for some more rounds to happen?
This is a fourth round going on.
NDA rules 2 governments, Assam and Pondicherry, pro-incumbency, both of them come back to power.
Yeah.
TMC, left, and DMK, anti-incumbency, opposition comes back to power. Is there a story?
No, I also want to add one thing. If you see the leads, the lead is not more than 1,500 at this point of time.
They were
in the majority.
And there's one big news,
last time around also that you won by about 1,500 margin. So that's not new. That's not new.
Soggy straw that you're clutching on.
Navika ji, one important news. Congress is 0 in Bengal. Even smaller parties are there.
Ashwini ji, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
I can see on this screen is showing 3.
No, here election commission.
I know everyone has their own numbers.
BJP
and as Aniladu says, 3-4 rounds. There are around 20 odd rounds in every seat. So
Zero
2 is also a number, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, if it is put up in the right place, it becomes...
If you add 1, you'll have 100%
put up at right
growth.
place...
Rahul Gandhi discovered
VCK TVK avenge the possibility.
It was
breaking news.
She was making a very important point about Ratna Debnath leading from Panihati in the North 24 Parganas. Yes, the mother of the RG Kaur victim is currently leading by 2,763 votes.
That is the story, and Niladri Bhattacharya, that is the story of Bengal elections. Somewhere, around the RG Kaur case, do you think that was the inflection point?
No, I don't think so.
Are you in denial?
So why should I be in denial? There's no question of being in denial.
But
Article happened quite a long time back.
People's
Quite a long time back.
No, Niladri, in 194 to 95, people have rejected the TMC.
Absolutely. And Zaka, about this marginal seats where the lead is 500, less than 2,000, some kind of law of averages apply. So it cannot be that Trinamool will be winning all seats and
obviously
will change.
There's a gap of 100 seats now between the two parties.
And what Navika is saying is very important. Public sensitivity is very important. We have seen in country, I can give n number of examples when it didn't work. But here it seems to be working.
No, even in the DMK, the public perception was it had become too arrogant. The government had become too arrogant. The leaders were cut off from the people. And Vijay played on that.
There was anger, there was visible anti-incumbency, drugs being rampant.
Absolutely.
And women's safety. These are the issues. And we never thought that Vijay had this kind of an power that without organization he could pull it through. Because DMK had all the organization.
Doubted that, Sujata ji.
I think DMK...
Navika, I think one of the factors that we must discuss is the women factor. Which was supposed to be the strongest fortress of Mamata Banerjee. These numbers cannot be possible without women turning to BJP. That shows that Lakshmi Bandhir Yojana, it did not really work when it came to the women's security. So it sends a message to the nationwide that, look, political parties, whoever you are, no matter how popular you are, but if you compromise with the security of the woman, when it comes to the Beti, the daughter of the Bengal, they have taken a call and that is showing in the numbers. RG Kaur, Mamata Banerjee came in midnight. The entire street was filled with the middle class and the Bhadralok. And that moment, Mamata Banerjee lost their support.
So
they admit it or not, but that moment, Mamata Banerjee lost Kolkata.
So RG Kaur, of course, is an important moment. Sadesh Khali also, women's safety was discussed.
Happened in tribal
but I think
area.
the one image from this entire election that's very defining, and you can come in on this, Niladri, is the mother, Ratna Debnath, when she's actually out there, TMC workers are booing her down.
She was attacked.
Exactly. And she was attacked. I think that happening early morning on a polling day sends out a very, very negative image of how insensitive sometimes party workers can be.
And to the party, he said, Mamati Manush.
I agree to that. But given that she had also made comments on Mamata Banerjee that I pull her hair and bring her down and these
comments. She is an angsty mother.
We understand.
Who has lost her daughter.
We understand that.
The reverse is not true.
Navika, but a person who is doing politics on the dead body of the child is...
No, don't say that. You're being unfair. You let her.
No.
Some will argue that you left her no option. She's fighting for the dignity of her daughter, the memory of her daughter. Please do not.
The Calcutta police arrested the perpetrator within 24 hours. The CBI... Let me finish. The CBI came in. The CBI did not change. CBI did not change. Ultimately...
The principle was promoted. The manner in which, people were in and out of that college, she defended those people.
She said,
Navika ji, 1 point. 1977 Congress lost. After that, it has not been able to come back. 2011, CPIM left, gone, and now they are struggling in single digit. Would it be the same fate for Trinamool Congress after this?
Well, we don't know, but Manoj Tiwari is in his usual musical style talking about the victory of Bengal. Let's listen in.
के आह का परिणाम है ये रिजल्ट पश्चिम बंगाल का महिलाओं के आह का परिणाम है भ्रष्ट क्रूर सत्ता का दुष्परिणाम है सर्व समाज इकट्ठा होकर आ गया मैं आज आपको बताऊं कई मुस्लिम समाज के लोगों ने भी टीएमसी से दूरी बनाई है सर्व समाज इकट्ठा होकर आ गया मोदी का विश्वास हर जगह छा गया वोट डालने की जो आजादी मिली सबका साथ सबका विकास प्रयास सज कर आ गया
Well, there are celebrations outside the BJP office in Bengal. and all kinds of parody happening there. Let's just cut across.
रंजन जी
लेकिन हमारा साथ कर दिया है, हमारा बहुत टेंशन हो कर रहा है।
रंजन जी आप टेंशन में क्यों हो, क्या हो गया, क्यों इतना टेंशन है?
हमारा कुर्सी चला गया है दीदी का। अभी हमें दीदी नहीं होवे, अभी बंगाल में दादा होवे, अमित दादा होवे, मोदी दादा होवे, और मोदी जी गया है करके बंगाल में परिवर्तन करने। अभी
मोदी जी और अमित शाह से प्रॉब्लम क्या है, क्यों नाराजगी है?
प्रॉब्लम बार बार बोलता है फेंसिंग करेगा, घुसपैठियों को भगाएगा करके, तो चलेगा नहीं। अमित शाह मोदी जी तुम्हें सरकार बनावे, लेकिन हम चलबे ना। हमारा टेंशन हो रहा है करके कि हमारा बांग्लादेशी और रोहिंग्या को हम इतना प्रॉब्लम करके बुलाया इधर कर बंगाल में, उसको आधार कार्ड करा है, राशन कार्ड करा है, और उसको बोला है मोदी जी कि सबको भगाएगा करके।
मोदी जी ने तो आपका खेला कर दिया, खेला हो बे।
मोदी जी गया है बंगाल में, उधर झालमुड़ी खाया, हमको बहुत तीखा लग रहा है। मोदी जी तुम कैसा झालमुड़ी खाया है, आप मिर्ची हमको आज लग रहा है।
हारने के बाद आपको भी तीखा लग रहा है क्या?
बाबा बहुत लग रहा है, हम बोला है महादेव रक्षक कोरेगा, उड़ी बाबा हम्बा हम्बा बुम्बा बुम्बा। अभी बंगाल का पब्लिक बोला है कि दीदी तुम बहुत अपोलाइज कर रहा है।
All kinds of humor is being used, and it's a takeoff on Mamata Didi. The BJP, of course, having fun at this moment. It's a historic victory, and we'll take this moment. And what time is it? It's 11:22 in the morning. 11:54 in the morning, and we're calling elections. We're calling elections in Bengal. BJP with a landslide victory. We are calling the elections in Assam. The BJP with a landslide victory. In Tamil Nadu, it is a storm, a thunderstorm of Vijay. We're calling the elections in Tamil Nadu as well. Vijay, the next chief minister of Tamil Nadu. In Kerala, again we are calling the elections. UDF, that is the Congress-led alliance, will form government. We're still waiting and watching who's going to be the next chief minister. And in Puducherry, it is the NDA back in power. Well, for the BJP, the day belongs to them. Assam, West Bengal, Puducherry, all going the BJP's way. Amit Shah, the strategist of Bengal, Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, and Puducherry, of course, returning back to the BJP, the tireless and the most popular leader of India, which has caught the imagination of Indians across several states and regions, is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Works for them. Well, in Kerala, once again, Pinarayi Vijayan trailing tells you the story of how the government, which lasted 2 terms, defied all the odds last time around, has been shown the door by the Congress party. So that is, in a nutshell, what this election is all about. Winds of change in Bengal and Tamil Nadu. What a victory by Vijay. Man comes from nowhere. Nobody gave him a chance in hell. Everybody questioned his popularity not converting into votes, and he's shown them all. He's the new Thalaiva of Tamil Nadu. Saka?
Oh, absolutely.
What a phenomenal day.
It's a phenomenal day. Never before since 1977 did you have a film star completely take the state by storm. And now, like I said, just mark this in red letters. C. Joseph Vijay will be the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. It was considered improbable, but here we are. I mean, whosever support he takes, whether he takes ADMK and its allies or whether he takes DMK and its allies, I mean, outside of the principal players, he will become the next Chief Minister. And people of Tamil Nadu have resoundingly bought into his message that the state is ready for change. They're sick and tired of this oscillating politics for the last 50 years of the 2 Dravidian parties. The state is ripe for a new kind of politics. Whether or not he will be able to deliver that, I don't know. That's going to be his big challenge. In his final rally, he said, are you ready for a new kind of governance? Are you ready for a good governance? The onus will now be on him to show that over the next 5 years. And JVC, you know this from the history of Tamil Nadu politics. MGR did not lose an election from 77 till his death.
if he governs well, I think, there are a lot of politicians who are there in Tamil Nadu who would be willing to join hands with TVK because he lacks the administrative experience, but the bureaucrats make it up.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that, it's
actually the victory of hope.
Hope, yeah,
in
hope and
Tamil
change,
Nadu,
yeah.
because
Closer to hope
the
than
more things change, the more they had remained the same. But he's brought in a wave of change, and I think that's what. But the story is still unfolding in Bengal. Less than 1,000 votes margin. Can I tell you how many seats are there? 22 seats. Still less than 1,000 vote margin. Coach Bihar Uttar, where Sukumar Rai is leading with 880 votes. Beldanga, 212 vote margin. Kharda, 422 vote margin. Gosaba, 970 vote margin. Sagar, 765 vote margin. Magharat, Purba, 654 votes margin. Bali, 636. Uluberia Purba, 153 votes is the gap. Sirampur, it is 907. Chunchura, it is 690. Jangipara, it is 898. Haripal, 99 votes. Moina, 245 votes. Just look at how close these margins are. And Niladri, are you sweating?
I'm sweating.
Our friend is saying all of this will go to Trinamool.
All of this will go to Trinamool.
But even if it does, that's only
22 seats.
Yeah.
BJP has crossed the 200 mark in West Bengal. 201 seats. That is a landslide.
200 out of 222. They were fighting in only 222.
Yeah. But that 201 seats.
Almost 100% strike rate.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like,
Ashwini ji,
considering the 90 seats which are Muslim majority.
Ashwini?
Yes.
बोलती बंद क्यों हो गई?
बोलती बंद होने की कोई बात नहीं नाविका जी. बंगाल में डेफिनेटली बीजेपी का प्रदर्शन अच्छा लग रहा है एंड आई थिंक राहुल गांधी हैज सेड दैट अर्लियर एज वेल दैट इफ ममता डिड नॉट हैव गिवन द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू भारतीय जनता पार्टी, शी हैड नॉट रन द गवर्नमेंट द मैनर व्हाट भारतीय जनता पार्टी यूज्ड टू रन. इन दोनों की राजनीति एक जैसी है एंड प्रीटी मच वी कैन सी. हाउएवर आई स्टिल फील there's scope for change. There's scope for change in every state. हर जगह चेंज हो सकता है. आसाम में भी चेंज हो सकता है. बिल्कुल होगा, डेफिनेटली होगा. अरे अभी 3-4 राउंड की काउंटिंग हुई है भैया, थोड़ा सा वेट करो.
राशिद किद भाई, आप हंस क्यों रहे हैं? आप क्यों हंस?
I am admiring his optimism and his sense of loyalty. I think the Congress story would have been very good because they have already won Kerala in a rather overwhelming majority. They missed that opportunity in Tamil Nadu by having that kind of alliance. And I think Rahul Gandhi made a reckless statement. Now the BJP in Bengal, because Mamta was an ally, was part of India alliance, and Rahul Gandhi stands to gain nothing. I find it very actually welcoming, that the BJP is giving so much importance to Rahul Gandhi's one statement, but Rahul Gandhi has made thousands of
झगड़ा लगा रहे हैं भाई. इसमें
So
कौन
this
सा
is very,
rocket
this is very, this is actually.
तो नर्चर करके रखना चाहिए. सुधांशु जी आज जो बोल रहे थे, मैं तो
And Sudhanshu ji was
नहीं है राहुल गांधी, राहुल गांधी है सबसे अच्छे.
Sudhanshu ji was all illogical. He was talking
Joining
about
us live this
radicalization and all.
afternoon is Manoj Tiwari. Manoj Tiwari ji, बंगाल में तो खेला हो गया. अब तृणमूल कांग्रेस अभी तक सुप्रीम कोर्ट में लड़ रही है. आपको लगता है कि जो लड़ाई है उसमें उनका मैसेज आपको ये है कि आपका अलायंस पार्टनर बंगाल में इलेक्शन कमीशन था, इसीलिए आप जीत रहे हैं?
पश्चिम बंगाल के घर घर में चुनाव आयोग के लिए धन्यवाद जनाया जा रहा है. सभाई बोल छे धन्यवाद चुनाव आयोग को. सवाई ज्ञानेश कुमार के धन्यवाद जानाच्छे. केनो पहली बार लोगों को, गरीबों को, सामान्य लोगों को अपना वोट डालने का अधिकार मिला है. नाविका जी, पहली बार कोई ये कहने नहीं आया कि अपना आधार कार्ड दे दो तुम्हारा वोट डल जाएगा. लोगों ने खुद जाके वोट डाला, जिसको मन करे उसको वोट डाला. और अगर किसी ने कमल के बटन पे तख्ती लगा दिया तो तुरंत हल्ला किया कि ये देखो कमल के बटन पे एक प्लास्टिक की तख्ती लगाई है. उसका भी इलाज हुआ. मैं समझता हूं पश्चिम बंगाल की जनता ने एक भ्रष्ट क्रूर सत्ता टीएमसी को उसको उसका सही जवाब दिया है और किसी के मन में अब जरा भी उनके प्रति संवेदना नहीं बची है। मां माटी मानूस की बात करने वाली बहन ममता जी के, दीदी ममता जी के राज में, संदेश खाली में इलीगल बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठिए जो टीएमसी का कार्यकर्ता बन के आए थे, वो कहते हैं अपने घर की बहनों को, बहुओं को भेज दो टीएमसी कार्यालय में। कोई किसी की शादी हुई, सुना है तुम्हारी बहू बहुत सुंदर है, हमारे पास भेज दो। हम ऐसा बिलीव कर सकते हैं क्या? हम आरजी कर कोई भूला पश्चिम बंगाल का? आज भी आप देखिए, अभिषेक बनर्जी एक सांसद है, मगर वो देश के गृह मंत्री को कैसी धमकी दिए। उसके बाद भी पश्चिम बंगाल के लोगों का क्या हश्र होता होगा, ये किसी से छुपी बात है। इस पाप में जो जो भागी हुआ है, मैं तो कह रहा हूं नविका जी यहीं से मत देखिए। कभी महाराष्ट्र में लोग कितने बड़े बड़े कद्दावर बनते थे, लोगों ने गलत का साथ दिया, जनता ने हटा दिया। हरियाणा हो, उत्तर प्रदेश हो, हर जगह। और अब पश्चिम बंगाल में, तमिलनाडु में जो सनातन को नष्ट करने चले थे, उनको तमिलनाडु की जनता ने यूं निकाल करके दूध की मक्खी की तरह बाहर कर दिया है। इसलिए पश्चिम बंगाल का ये चुनाव का रिजल्ट कई मायनों में समीक्षा का विषय है। मैं एक दिन जब फ्लाइट में जा रहा था, एक व्यक्ति जो 35-36 साल के होंगे, गुरुग्राम से जा रहे थे, अपना मनोज तिवारी कि यस, तो उन्होंने बोला पश्चिम बंगाल को बचा लो आप लोग। जंगीपुर है मुर्शिदाबाद में, वहां 85 साल की महिला बोलती है, बेटा मोदी को बोलो पश्चिम बंगाल को बचा ले। आज ये जो देख रहे हैं आपके रिजल्ट, हम देख रहे हैं कि 198 पे बीजेपी आगे है। ये नरेंद्र मोदी जी के प्रति विश्वास है और टीएमसी के भ्रष्ट और क्रूर शासन का एहसास है, इसको दिखा रहा है। मैं तो आज कहता हूं महिलाओं के आह का परिणाम है नविका जी, भ्रष्ट क्रूर सत्ता का दुष्परिणाम है।
वो आरजी कौर कॉलेज की जो बिटिया थी, आरजी कौर कॉलेज की जो बिटिया थी, उनकी माताजी को आपने टिकट दिया, वो जीत रही हैं। उन्हें तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने काफी हाय हाय किया था, ब्लैक फ्लैग दिखाया था। आज वहां जो उनकी जीत हो रही है, उससे मैसेज क्या है?
वो केवल अकेले नहीं जीत रही हैं। उस आरजी कर की घटना ने टीएमसी का एक परिचय दिया था नविका जी। लोग सड़कों पे खड़े थे, पर दीदी थी बेपरवाह। भूला नहीं बंगाल आरजी कर बेटी की आह। संदेश खाली की बहनों की कैसी थी वो आह। लोग खड़े थे सड़कों पर दीदी थी बेपरवाह। दीदी तब दरिंदों के साथ खड़ी थी, अब बंगाल भरा हुंकार। ए बारी पलटानो दरकार, हो गई बीजेपी सरकार। वो अकेले नहीं है मां, वारजीकर बिटिया की मां अकेले नहीं है नविका जी। वो उसकी भावना और नरेंद्र मोदी जी का विश्वास 294 के 294 सीटों पे लोगों के ध्यान में था।
आज ममता दीदी को कौन सा गाना से क्या मैसेज देंगे आप मनोज भाई?
नहीं नविका जी, हम उनको क्या दे सकते हैं? ममता दीदी जो अपने अहंकार में जो अंधी हो गई थी, उनका भाईपो गृह मंत्री को धमका रहा है। अपने बाप का बेटा हो तो 4 मई को रहना। अरे तुम देखो आज कहां खड़े हो। पश्चिम बंगाल की धरती, श्यामा प्रसादेर जन्मभूमि, आज के होच्छे विजय भूमि। श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी जी ने बनाई थी इस पार्टी को। जनसंघ से भारतीय जनता पार्टी, आज पश्चिम बंगाल की उसी धरती में स्वामी विवेकानंद जी, रविन्द्रनाथ ठाकुर जी, बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी जी, वंदे मातरम की धरती, बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी जी के पौत्र को दिया गया था टिकट, वो भी जीत रहे हैं। नविका जी, उस धरती में आप गृह मंत्री को धमकी दे रहे हो, आम गरीबों का क्या करते होगे तुम लोग? मोदी जी ने गरीबों का सम्मान किया, तब ये विजय आई है। किसी छोटे दुकान में घुस जाना, किसी छोटे छोटे लोगों से बात करना, गंगा जी की पूजा करना, सुबह उठना, जा करके नदी में दीदी बोलছেন अमर गंगा अमर गंगा। आपका दीदी सिर्फ अहंकार था, और उस अहंकार को पश्चिम बंगालेर मां माटी मानुष ध्वस्त करे देছে।
बड़ी बात कह रहे हैं आप, बहुत बहुत बधाई हो आपको। झालमुड़ी और रसगुल्ला अब आने वाला होगा बीजेपी के मेन्यू कार्ड में, झालमुड़ी और रसगुल्ला। हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए मनोज तिवारी जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। पर जाइएगा मत, नव भारत पर आपका इंतजार जारी रहेगा। कमिंग बैक टू
Tamil Nadu, I think one of the fascinating things is a lot of our panelists have been saying that Rahul Gandhi predicted this. He said that they should have tied up with TVK. Mohan Kumar Mangalam is also joining us. Is it a day of regrets, Mohan, for you? Because your leader seemed to have sensed the direction in which the state is going, but he was not able to do anything about it politically. But here you are. Vijay is at 111. I mean, he will be the next chief minister, no doubt about it.
I mean, I think there are a lot of learnings that we're, taking away from today. I think all through the election, before we even formed the alliance, there were a lot of disagreements within the party. Some of us were on the side of charting a new path. The others were, for maintaining status quo. And you must remember, we were with the DMK, or have been rather with the DMK for over 22 years almost now. So it never was going to be an easy decision. Unfortunately, whatever happened has happened now. I don't think anybody saw this kind of result coming out. If you look at maybe the outlier being Pradeep Gupta of Access My India, who predicted this sort of result. Everybody else sensed some level of anti-incumbency on the ground, but not to this extent where the DMK alliance would get pushed to.
No, the question is, yes, there was anti-incumbency. Why did a new player, and almost, just a 1.5-year-old player, why did he become the beneficiary of their anti-incumbency? That's something that everybody needs to, mull over.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, listen, Vijay started his party 2 years ago. We really obviously have to admit that his organization would not be as big or as strong as either the ADMKs or the DMKs. So this election proves that the importance of the organization seems to have shrunk, in Tamil Nadu at least, in terms of bringing out the vote for whoever's standing. It also to a large extent proves that individual candidates don't hold the kind of sway that maybe people thought they did. I mean, this is Vijay's first election, and 234 candidates, most of them are people who have never been in politics before, or rather are not known to be politicians, and they're fresh faces. So the vote is almost definitely for him and not the candidate. And having an unknown face and still being able to ride over maybe established ministers, ex-MLAs, MLAs who are on the other side, this election debunks a lot of the sort of established, I would say, wisdom around how to win an election in Tamil Nadu.
Do you believe the Congress can now break up with the DMK, and if Vijay is short of a few numbers, start a new alliance and be part of that government?
I don't think, and this is of course me talking, because this decision would be above my pay grade, so to speak, but I don't think Congress would join any government as far as lending support to someone so that Tamil Nadu has a stable government. That I think is a decision that the Congress might take. But I don't see us joining any government.
So not joining, but giving support to Vijay, not ruled out. Is that what you are saying? It was an original choice.
Navika, you're asking me for my opinion, and that's the only thing I'm giving you. I cannot give you any decision on behalf of the Congress
you're the
party
man on
because
the
I'm
ground.
not in that position.
You're the man on the ground.
I am one of several people in the Congress party. I just happen to be the working president, which I'm not now. I'm a national spokesperson. This decision is not mine to take. However, if I were in that decision-making capacity, this would be a decision that I would take. That much I can tell you.
Well said, well reasoned, well argued, Sanjay Jha. You agree with that?
I would agree with that for the simple reason that yes, there were conversations between Vijay and the Congress which happened, shall we say, at a subterranean level. I'm assuming, at the moment I'm hoping he gets an absolute majority on his own. But should he fall short of seats, and if the Congress has enough numbers to back it, I would say a worthwhile experiment.
But whether it is morally, it will be right, contesting on a
morality.
No.
Now DMK talking about
winning
morality
2 or 3 seats with Congress.
is a little far-fetched. You've been on every side of the spectrum, so let's leave morality out of the debate, Sabha. Don't you think that's fair? DMK has been with every formation.
Yeah, I think everybody will offer support to Vijay. Might even be DMK. I'm just joking right now. What if the DMK also? Because he's done so clearly. He's come and built up a momentum and he's there.
Yeah,
so might even be. Yeah.
Look at the vote share. 34.09% to DMK's 31.29% and ADMK's 28.34%. I mean, to come from behind and to make
this is a blockbuster.
Did you ever, Mr.
America.
I'm asking the Congress working president. Mohan. Do you, at any stage, did you feel that this would be the kind of support that TVK would get? The fact that Praveen Chakravarti had been meeting him, the fact that you were in conversation, all that is known. But this kind of a support on the ground, had you predicted?
No, I'll be frankly, I don't think anybody, if anyone says they predicted this kind of support, then I won't even take them seriously. Why this election was confusing was entirely because of Vijay. Because it wasn't clear that the votes he was getting was damaging which party more, whether it was damaging ADMK or DMK. So most of everybody, I think, in Tamil Nadu was waiting for today, assuming, depending on which side they were on, that, he's actually cutting the other side's votes and we'll be able to sail past sail in the election because it's first past the post and we'll be able to come out with a slightly big margin. Even now, if you look at the margins that are being talked about in the counting that's happening, they're very small margins. So I would wait till the end of the day to figure out what the tally is. But regardless of that, the amount of vote he's managed to get is something that I don't think anybody foresaw. Everyone saw him to be a force to reckon with. I think those who dismissed him as someone who was an actor or who didn't have enough experience, etc., they obviously were dead wrong. But I wouldn't count myself or most of Tamil Nadu in that bucket at all.
Okay, Pradeep Bhandari is also joining us. Pradeep, first of all, congratulations. You were in Bengal for a very, very long time and you were one of the first people to say, "Is baar to khela ho jayega," and khela ho gaya.
Well, Zaka, today is very historic because the people of Bengal has chosen Bharosa over Bhoy. They have chosen Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas over appeasement of TMC. You recall when the Bharatiya Janata Sangh had won 3 seats, 2 of them had come from Bengal. So this was a civilizational battle for us. Countless of our Karyakartas had lost their lives in 2021 and earlier. Many Karyakartas gave their generations to see the Bharatiya Janata Party government in Bengal. What has happened today is historic for the nation and is historic for every Bharatiya Janata Party Karyakarta who has contributed to it under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the execution of Home Minister Amit Shah. What has truly happened today is that the people of Bengal have fought this election. It was not the Bharatiya Janata Party which was just fighting it. It was the people of Bengal, the Mati Manush of Bengal, which was fighting against the Trinamool Congress. And today real arrogance is also lost. Because 24 hours back there were statements which were made against the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. I believe the people of Bengal have given a verdict, a resounded verdict, that they want Vikas, they don't don't want appeasement, they want bharosa, they do not want bhoy. And today is the real victory of the women of Bengal, and today is the real victory of Bengali Asmita, which was crushed by the Trinamool Congress appeasement. I bow down to the people of Bengal for blessing the Bharatiya Janata Party under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. All of us are very emotional here. We cannot express it in words, but what I can tell you is that momentous effort has gone, and historic, superhuman effort has gone by every Karyakarta. All of us were very proud to be a part of the team under Sunil Bansal and Bhupender Yadav, but it's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah who have led us all to a very, very historic verdict.
What really changed between 2021 and 2026, Pradeep? You had the momentum even in 2021, but you stopped short at 77. What changed between then and now?
Well, Navika ji, we worked on the booth. We worked on every booth, we worked on every vote. There was massive anti-incumbency against the Trinamool Congress, and our job was to convert that anti-incumbency into vote. Last time in 2021, the Trinamool Congress attempted Trinamool Congress attempted all subversion so that the people of Bengal could not exercise their mandate in a free and fair manner. This is the only election in Bengal where not a bullet was fired, not a bomb exploded, and not a single person lost their life. I think this you have to give it to all the security forces and the way the election was conducted. This has not happened in the last 70 years. So when you saw the people of Bengal expressing their verdict freely, they overthrew the Mamata Banerjee government and the Trinamool Congress government in 2020.
But they say short of calling in the Indian Air Force, you had done everything. And that was intimidation, and that was Election Commission as an alliance partner.
Well, Navika ji, if not a single Bengali has lost his life or her life in the last 70 years for the first time, I believe everybody should welcome it, because they had made Bengal the dharti of Bam Barood. The Election Commission, the forces have to be given in, because for the first time in the history of Bengal election, not a bullet was fired, not an innocent Bengali lost his life, and not a bomb exploded. I think the first peaceful election in Bengal, people of Bengal chose Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this is something very important, Navika ji. Please look at it. The people of Bengal also saw that the BJP government across, whether it is Tripura, whether it is Uttar Pradesh or central in the country, was developing and was ensuring that the poor improved. So all the fake narratives of the Trinamool Congress fell flat. Please look at our vote share. It is a resounding 46% plus. I was telling you pre-poll that we just needed a 4% jump. We've gone up by 8 to 10%. This has not happened in the
past. In fact, let's look at the vote share. We have it up on the big screen. Last time the BJP was under 38%. It's jumped up by about 8% now, a little over 8%. It's gone up to 45. So yeah, 7.3% is what.
And just look at this, about 3% vote share difference and 100 seats that go this way or that. But Niladri, do you
interrupt you? Nota has got more vote share than AIMIM. Just clarify.
Okay, Niladri Bhattacharya, I want to ask you now. Please tell me. Not one person has lost their life, not one incidence of violence. Commendable job. And it had to be done. After all, 8 phases of polls in Bengal were brought down to 2 and done, planned in the manner that it has. Shouldn't you be proud of that as a Bengali?
Definitely. Loss of life is not desirable anywhere. Definitely, it's a good job done by the Election Commission. I have to give it to that.
Well, the first acknowledgement to the Election Commission coming from the Trinamool Congress.
No, absolutely.
No,
I have just one short question.
Just when he is praising the Election Commission, do you have
exactly
to give him
that's precisely why. If you give me one minute. What is the difference between the total votes polled by the BJP and the TMC?
So right now, there are about 17 to 20 rounds of counting still left. The BJP has around 48 lakh votes cumulatively counted so far. The Trinamool Congress has around 45 lakhs. So the difference currently stands at 3 lakhs.
Only 3 lakhs.
1 minute. So the difference is 3 lakhs. And for the benefit of the viewers, I'm not casting any aspersions.
Oh, are you
With
not?
all humility,
Are you not?
in SIR, the number of votes deleted are 27 lakhs. That's all I want to say.
Can I just say something else? As a political analyst, of course, I'm entirely opposed to the Election Commission. Even if TMC is buckling, I have...
No, we are not buckling.
No, you are buckling right now. You appeared to buckle. I'm not. But, however, I will say one thing because I've also checked up with people. What happened on the ground is that there was a 60% consolidation, according to my friends in the TMC, of the Hindu vote, and you will find when you do the full analysis, you will find in many places the Muslim vote has been split.
Muslim vote has been split by who?
In Humayun Kabir in one area, ISF, and you will find Congress
That's the
and
BJP's fault or the election?
No. I'm not talking about election. I'm talking about the mandate.
No, but hang on, one second. If this is true, I don't know, you are saying it. One second, no. If this is true, in 2021, Mamata Banerjee had 75% vote share amongst Muslims. If you're saying it's come down to 60...
They are saying that for the just look at the direction, you will find some revival in Congress, left, ISF and all. I'm just giving you. I'm asking people what happened.
So that doesn't bear itself out. I'd be very surprised.
No,
if anything, I would imagine that the Muslim support for Mamata would have gone up.
Humayun Kabir is leading. Humayun Kabir is leading in his seat. No doubt about that. What's also interesting, and this is the point that we had mentioned earlier as well. If you look at the number 74, there were 74 constituencies or seats in 2021, where the TMC's margin of victory was lower than the combined share of the Congress and the left. Right now, you're seeing a situation where the difference in vote shares between the TMC and the BJP is about 3.5% in favor of the BJP. What's the vote share of the left and the Congress who are contesting separately right now? It's about 7 to 8%. Just putting it out there.
What Sabah is saying, and then I'd like to actually look at this, because if you look at it from the seat share and the vote share percentage, when you look at the minority cluster, just look at it over here, because you have 35.57% for BJP, up from 33% in this particular region. TMC is down from 51.41% to 44.71%. So the reduction here has been of about roughly about 5 to 6% over here, and the increase over here is just 2%. But if you just switch that, and in fact CPM picking up a lot of that 4% from 5.8 to 9.3. Just a second, hold on. When you move this number, the very same seats, to the seat share, just look at how it makes a huge difference. BJP zooms from 11 to 42. TMC goes from 88 to 55. So that difference of about 30 in these minority dominant seats, and the possibility of the minority votes then getting split by other parties who are in the phase of increase.
One second. There is another theory, which is that there is opposite polarization that has happened. The Hindu consolidation has happened in exactly those seats. That does not mean that Muslim vote has split.
Absolutely. It is counter polarization that has happened, and the Hindus have also made sure that their vote does not split. And that is what has caused this kind of...
Somebody mentioned the SIR. May I bring in a point about the SIR? In 10 constituencies in West Bengal currently, as per counting trends, which have witnessed the largest number of deletions, the TMC is actually leading in 6.
Exactly.
So therefore,
BJP is leading. So it's negligible. I mean, you can't say they're winning because of SIR.
The one